What up?
What's up?
We're in the building again. Sky's View coming in hot and heavy. Got old co-host Andy Nelson in here.
Here we are again.
Got old Jordan Knight.
Big pimping over here, boy. Putting pressure on these streets.
He's back for episode. What episode are we even at, Andy?
I don't know.
It's 5, maybe 6.
Getting up there, huh?
Probably 6.
Might be 6.
Well, Jordan's back from the first episode, the very first one we ever had.
Yeah, good to be back.
That one got a little better.
That one got a little blurry towards the end.
Yeah, that one was a little phased. We got another sweet little guest in here. What do you say, bud?
What's up, brother?
Old Danton Guinn.
Here we go.
This is about to be a good one, folks.
Beam
Hope you're
me up.
ready. I've never, whenever I messaged everybody to start this one, I've never seen so much excitement out of one guest so far, and I'm excited of your excitement.
I'm excited, bro.
He's got a lot to
I'm
unpack.
nervous about recording, but I'm excited to talk about aliens.
Just talking.
Oh, dude, it's beautiful. We're going to be good at it. I mean, that's all we're good at. It's bullshitting. I've seen some of the nonsense that you've been sending in our chat for the last 2 weeks, and I'm intrigued to dig through some of this stuff.
It's not nonsense.
Well,
Not nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It's nonsense right now because I don't know anything yet.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you to see it.
Yeah,
I feel like it's mine or something. But, you know.
like I have these files.
You definitely
I got
know the
something to
most
show you
probably
guys.
in this group.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I
pretty
was thinking.
familiar with it.
Favorite pastime? UFOs.
So let's dig into it then. Let's play a little game. What is your favorite story of any story ever?
Of any story?
Like-
or just like alien related?
Or
Alien
whatever.
related, bro.
Yeah, alien related.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing you've ever heard, I guess? Good way to put it.
The most compelling is the Navy pilot, David Fravor.
Oh, yeah.
Is that from him
That's
flying?
the one.
he
That's like the
chased
main one.
Yeah, he chased one and then
So
landed.
explain that for people out there if they don't
He
know.
chased a UFO on it's like a Navy training thing. And 4 or 5 people saw it. He chased it. It disappeared. He went and landed and said, dude, I just chased a UFO. And his buddy that was flying out immediately next was like, I'm going to record this son of a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
And he went and he got a recording of it. And that was in 2004. And in 2017, it blew
And those
up.
were the videos that they released, right?
That was one video. And then 2 more right after it.
Yeah.
And they just kind of said, yeah, this is real video, and we don't know what to do with it.
And that's the triangular shaped one, wasn't it?
No.
Well,
That was or was that the Tic Tac?
the triangular
well, the
thing.
triangle thing was in the same instance with that, with the USS Princeton or
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
The guys on the deck of that said they saw a triangle thing days after the Tic Tac.
Yeah, they said the
incident.
Tic Tac chase thing was actually 2 weeks of craziness. 2 weeks of
Really?
seeing stuff on radar, 2 weeks of looking out of these giant binoculars on top of the deck and seeing stuff. And
But the reason why it came, they released the videos, but also it was 2015, the same thing happened on the East Coast, right?
yes, yeah,
And they actually got a lock on that one with their cameras.
yes. And you could watch all 3 of those videos. They're
Yeah.
40 seconds each, but they're legit.
It's so crazy because, obviously they have thousands and thousands of hours of footage, I bet,
Right.
of
And
that exact stuff.
well, in the instance that Danton is talking about, the one on the West Coast, the original one in 2004, the clips are only so many seconds long, and everybody's always well, that's not the official video, because what video do you know where the pilot just turns on the camera for 10 seconds? It's obviously
Right.
every cut
Right.
down
Exactly.
and edited.
Every
Exactly.
military person on the planet says, listen, man, there's video of you getting in and buckling up.
Right, they say that-
boring 28 minutes of getting ready to take off.
in the jet that he was
Yeah.
flying, part of the jet's hardware is the cameras.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what.
something you can just come up and take
Right.
out. It's always
It's
on.
on.
Well, and that's what I was thinking too. It's almost like Uber. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's your car, but they obviously have their equipment inside of it. That's always running. That's always recording.
Yeah, it's always on. And they can take and download the videos and stuff off of
Pretty
it.
much like a black box.
Exactly, but it's not like he's up there pressing record.
Exactly.
Going
Right.
the whole time.
Yeah.
So it was tampered with. But like I was telling you guys in the chat the other day is what's more fascinating than the Tic Tac thing to me, or even the UFO phenomenon altogether, is the massive attempt to hide it and all the conflicting stories.
Right. It's
Yeah.
taboo, man.
It's crazy.
It's nerve-wracking to be
and
like.
listening to all the encounters on that and how I don't know, and how like people showed up and taking wiping everything clean the day after, and it gets a little wild.
It's wild to think that it's been covered up this long.
It's kind of far-fetched to think they would waste their time covering it up. It's hard to say Roswell in 1950s is like real. It's hard to be like, but dude, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. And I mean, there is always that chance that it's government technology that they were testing on.
And that's my new favorite kind of theory is like, all I ever knew about this Fravor stuff was for like 2 years. I'd watch his interview every couple months and be like, wow, this is crazy, you know? And the more I believed in him, like the more I doubted like the Bob Lazars of the world, you know? And a couple months ago when I found the Nimitz thing, and they were just saying like, everything he's saying is true, except the video is like 15 minutes. We watched it in HD live stream in 2004.
Yeah.
So they've dumbed this down and shortened it. And when he says like that, no, that's all the video for sure, he's lying. That's exciting.
Yeah, because he
is our stuff,
he is
like-
quite obviously trying to push a very certain narrative
Yeah.
of
Yes.
what's going on.
Yes.
And the government's just slapping the UFO sticker on it when there is now like people are getting more skeptical, and it's kind of turning into like maybe it is something that the government knew about.
Right.
So
Well, it has to be, man. Honestly, at this point in time, that is the only explanation. You don't have like this amount of sightings and this, even if 75% of sightings are fake,
Right.
it's a fuck ton of sightings that aren't
If
fake.
98% are fake.
Exactly.
exciting.
It's a ridiculous cover up for sure.
The pyramid thing you mentioned, I mean, that just happened like 4 days ago. I don't even know whether I want to talk about it or if it's real or not.
What
but like that
which
was
thing?
like that submarine,
Oh,
Yeah.
the night vision looking triangle.
I don't.
They look like
I don't- I
pyramids
must not
or-
look
Yeah,
at
I
that
sent
one.
it in the chat the other day.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention
That's
to
like
it.
Andy
brand
sent it
new.
to me, and then you sent it in the chat.
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh, the
like
one that
4
on
minutes
that,
afterwards.
mystery whatever.
Yes.
What's that web?
Mystery Wire.
Mystery Wire. Yeah.
There looks
Yeah.
like
I
there's
did look at that.
10 of them, too.
Yeah, dude. It
It's
almost
sketchy.
looks
That one.
fake, you know? I mean, it does.
What?
Where
so
was it at?
it's
Was
a
it in
submarine.
Cairo? Wasn't it Cairo or something?
No.
I don't think the iPad's charged
I was
yet.
gonna say, can you pull up the article?
I have no idea where it was, but it was like 3 new things that got leaked. One was the triangles. One was like a blob. There's like 3 pictures right above the water, touching the water, gone, you know, like it went underwater.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't think that humans have the technology
You don't?
to make that.
I don't think we have anything that can go both. Go
Well, that's
air
the-
and water.
That's the big
Oh
issue.
yeah, but they're saying that this thing doesn't move. These things like the Tic Tac specifically,
Like 360 degree like
Well,
turn.
their gravity
and it
propel.
can just
Yeah.
it can just like face a direction and just pull itself there. And they're saying that the best theory of it would be it's not doesn't have any propulsion behind it. It's
Yeah.
actually bending time and
Well, it'd
space
have to.
move. It would, because if it was anything that humans had, or if there was a person on it even,
But-
they would die.
Well, they would
if-
melt.
Well,
They
let's
would
say
literally
they
Well,
melt.
man, I just don't think we'd have the materials to move something
Let's
that
say
fast.
they wouldn't melt. The issue is like if that really is ours, that changes everything. It's a tragedy
Yeah.
for them to keep it secret.
It's true.
You could get rid of like fossil fuels. I mean, you could You could save the Earth.
Yeah.
So if you're hiding
I
this
hadn't really thought about
to make
that.
sure we can beat China maybe in 48 years, what are you doing?
I mean, that is true.
So that's why people are like, maybe it's, surely they couldn't keep that a secret.
Who would, if it was humans, who do you think would make it first?
China, bro.
Yeah.
Aren't they the best?
Oh, yeah,
For sure.
Don't they
Or
have
I think
iPhones 10
there might
years
be
before us?
maybe the USSR still
Oh, the
somewhere-
USSR.
got a little bit of Hitler's fucking reign of all the crap that he was making back in the 40s.
Dude.
I would say if anybody made it, it was him back then.
I ain't trying to get all risque, but if the Nazis would have stuck around 10 more years, we'd have some pretty cool shit.
I mean, for real, they were putting fucking dog heads and
what I'm
robots
talking
and
about.
shit back in
Yeah.
the 40s,
they
dude.
did have some test UFOs back in the day.
I know.
Yeah.
The Nazis.
They were doing some gnarly
You're
shit.
right, you're right.
I mean,
They're
besides the
pretty
whole
advanced.
killing the Jew stuff, but he
Yeah,
was doing
yeah.
some pretty cool shit other than that.
Yeah, that was
I
a
mean,
little risky.
yeah, I don't know really what was going. I mean, the most fucked up thing. I read a little article about him. I don't know, it was a while ago, but when he was talking about fucking taken organs out of like twins and
Who?
like Hitler.
Hitler was talking about that?
Yeah. So he wasn't talking about it. This boy was acting on it.
Yeah,
he was
so
taking
He was doing it.
he was taking brain, like he was
I mean,
switching
I
the brains
believe
of twins and seeing if they acted not like the other one.
Did it ever work?
Yeah. Like this motherfucker was doing everything.
No way.
I swear to God.
They didn't do brain transplants.
Oh, 100%, dude. Look it up. There's an actual movie about, or there's a TV show on Discovery Plus,
Oh, it must be real then.
I think.
Oh, yeah, if it's on network
Yeah,
television.
it's on Discovery Plus. For sure.
Legit, dude. For sure.
But they were talking about it. They also put liquid paper on a bee's wing. It died. It died.
Prestige worldwide.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, he was doing some wild shit. I don't know how the fuck we got to Hitler. That was my brain.
I mean,
Took
we're
a
just
dark
going.
turn.
We're just rolling.
That's just how it goes.
I would think that the space to water travel is damn near impossible for us. 1,000% though. Because what you're doing is even if we found something to push time or to bend time, I don't think that bending time is going to really help much underwater.
I mean, if
I
you're
feel like
like
that's
tearing,
playing
if you're
different.
like tearing the fabric of time,
Yeah.
what even is water?
What
You
is
know
water?
I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Water
but
is air. If they're
You're
doing
also
what they're-
being, I guess you're right. Because if you're able to survive inside of whatever the craft is, then
correct.
you don't have to worry about
If
pressure.
it is a human thing, it's unmanned for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It'd have to
it's just
be.
not possible.
It
We're-
just seems so impossible.
Yeah.
But like you said, if they're holding back that technology, they could like save the Earth and like the direction everything's going.
Yeah, dude, that's hard to wrap your mind around too.
Well,
So-
it's because there's so many people at play that if we owned technology to essentially fucking time travel, I mean, that's what that is.
Is that what it?
I mean, technically, you're moving forward fast enough that seconds are slower than seconds.
You're right.
So
So you can move forward that way, but can you move back?
You can't move. You can't go back.
We're way over our skis right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're fucking pizza when we should French fry right now. But no, yeah, you're playing with time, no matter what. If you're at any point in time you go over the speed of light, you're bending. You're
Yeah.
time traveling.
Yeah.
So what that means is we could, if we had that fucking technology, we could do anything. And you
Yeah.
know why they're fucking if we do own that, that's why we're holding it. That's why we're holding the fucking iron gauntlet. And we're faking
Why?
it. We're making everybody look like fucking idiots and saying, yeah, it's aliens. Sure.
Well,
if that's the
that
case.
goes back to the narrative that they're trying to push with bringing this all to light. They're just literally slapping the UFO sticker on it and saying just go on with it.
Yeah. But you realize that that's the problem is when these things come out and
If they
come out, like nothing matters anymore.
Whoa.
I mean, it doesn't.
Well,
That's the big fear, I think. If you
Well,
said
it's going to like tear a lot of like the fabric of society out.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, with aliens, if you look at like UFOs and there are aliens, that's going to like change everything as far as like religion and
Exactly.
morality and why
Yes.
we're here all
Yes.
together. And that's going to like fuck up society completely across the whole world.
You think somebody's going to be scared of a police officer when they know that there's fucking aliens
Exactly.
in the
Right.
air?
There's
I mean,
gonna be
that's
no
the
order.
problem. Yeah.
And the other and like we were talking on the other side of that coin is if it is the government hiding it from us, you know, there's going to be complete outrage about the fact that they're holding out on the technology that could
Yeah.
save the world.
they'll
Yeah,
have to
damned if
lie
you
about how
do-
long they've been hiding.
Exactly.
Oh, we just got it 4 years ago. Had to make sure it was okay.
I mean, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't in this situation.
Right.
I mean, they were damned fucking holding it for 5 years. Now it's
Right.
potentially fucking 54.
All these
or so.
stories we're talking about are 20 years old. you know?
Exactly.
And there was another good one that was from the 90s. They left out of the New York Times because it was like 1996. It just sounded too old. They wanted to keep the newer ones. But it's this dude going to retrieve like a missile, like a submarine training mission. And the thing, he said, just got sucked down right in front of his eyes. And,
Sucked down?
Yeah, just like this missile was floating. Went down to retrieve it. And it just went and sucked down.
Dude, the ocean is
What
a
the
scary
fuck?
place,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
We
But
don't
this
know
is like
very much
10
about the
foot below
ocean.
water. You know, this is like the very top of the ocean.
Oh shit! So it was just
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, but his
So he's
crew-
on a boat. Or was
He
he
was
on?
like on a helicopter.
Oh,
and they were like,
shit.
pull him up, like something's coming, and then boop, it was gone.
What the fuck?
And they said that it must have, split in half and took on water really quickly. And he's like, no, man, this thing,
Get the fuck out of here.
you know.
Kraken.
Put something. Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
that kind of stuff just gets me excited.
Dude, I think that the fucking ocean is way cooler than space.
I was on a Reddit the other day. Guys
terrifying.
It's
talking
like the
about this
same
stuff.
as space.
Someone's like making a joke, like, "Oh, it's Atlantis, it's Atlanteans," and I was just like, "What a cool thought!" Like,
Dude, it's so neat.
all this underwater shit, like, hell yeah, Atlantis, that'd be sick.
Dude,
you
it'd be
know?
awesome.
Sick.
Did you
That
watch
would
the
be
new?
badass.
Did you watch the new Kong versus Godzilla?
Oh yeah,
That really? Did you watch it,
No, I
Andy?
haven't watched
You need to check it out. Spoiler alert's coming, but that talking about fucking.
Hollow Earth.
Oh, dude, that's so cool, dude. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, because then
Like,
you get into. I mean,
Oh,
Lord,
that's-
Lord of the Rings is in Middle Earth, right?
Yeah.
What if there's a whole nother society?
Oh my gosh.
God damn you! I didn't even think of that.
Oh yeah.
That didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, I never
Little
thought of Middle
schmeagles
Earth
running
that
around.
way.
So the concept of, since you haven't seen Andy, is that Godzilla and King Kong are from the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
And that's how they can travel from one side of the planet to the other so fast, is because there's fucking like tunnels that lead into the Hollow
They're like
Earth.
time
They're
portals.
Yeah,
time portals,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I've seen that theory like with the Bermuda Triangle and stuff before.
I guarantee you that that's real. Dude, you know the average of the Bermuda Triangle of people crashing going over it is substantial.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's over 75 fucking percent or something crazy.
I've seen different things on that. Like that area of the Atlantic Ocean is like the perfect storm to be trying to like sail or fly through because of the way that the currents, like the east to west current above it and the west to east current below it, is kind of like a little vortex. I don't know.
Oh, really?
But like the probability of you having trouble there is legit.
That's exciting. I love it all.
It's cool. I was looking for this article I was reading the other day. I can't find it. There was some guy back in like the 50s, Sir Chester something, but I can't find it. He was flying solo from New Zealand to Australia, and he wrote in his book about the Tic Tac looking things. So it goes back that far. There are accounts of it.
That's
Really?
crazy.
He said he was flying solo from New Zealand to Australia. He wrote a book about it, but he saw them like flying up and down and getting into the water and just like going out of sight and then coming back. And like they were messing with him.
And you know that
Cool.
they do that.
So it goes back.
You know that they mess with you.
So
But do
the
they?
thing is,
like, what's the
Guarantee
point?
it.
That's my.
it's
biggest,
like a kid playing with an ant.
Maybe.
I guarantee it.
But my biggest kind of
Yeah, that's
puts
true.
me out of it is like, why wouldn't they just be like, bam, we're here, bitch.
because what if this is like a test?
Yeah.
You know
what
what
if
I mean?
we're
Like-
literally an anthill?
Yeah.
What if it's a simulation and some guy's like, all right,
Yeah, there's a lot more.
UFOs.
There's a lot
UFOs.
more evidence of this being a simulation than not.
Yeah.
Tell you
Isn't that
That's a
crazy?
big
That's
rabbit
crazy.
hole right there.
Yeah, it is.
crazy.
No, we ain't doing
We're
that.
bouncing the fuck around here.
So if you go back, okay, so if we do have the technology for this in 2004, did we have it in the 50s? Like, if that guy's account is true, which his account in his book, which he wrote 50 years ago, 60, 70 years ago, is like verbatim what happened in 2004.
really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of any.
I'm
of
going to look. It was in, I found the original article in the comments on one of the interviews. I'm going to look
awesome.
for it.
That's
I'll look
awesome.
for it on the
I've never
break.
heard of that one either.
No. If it's true that it was here in the 50s and there's still like a Tic Tac thing in 2020, there's just no way that was ours, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Because
no way.
we
No.
definitely didn't have the technology to do it.
No. Exciting.
Yeah, there's no way that it would have been ours without.
I saw a good comparison. So this guy says, speaking as a scientist engineer with 3 university degrees and 33 years of experience in government aerospace, I can say with confidence that assuming that the flight characteristics of these objects are being portrayed accurately, there's a near zero probability that this is any kind of advanced terrestrial technology. We simply do not have the knowledge of the applied physics in question here. This is not like discovering the existence of the SR-71 in the late 60s. This would be like discovering the existence of the SR-71 in the 1500s.
Holy fuck, dude.
Ooh.
So he's saying like we don't have anything close. And somebody that was a government engineer for 33 years would probably know if we're getting close to touching that.
Did you hear about the Oumuamua thing? It's like this asteroid they discovered like on the edge of our galaxy,
Yeah.
and they tried to record it. Do you know anything about it?
I remember them talking about it when it came by.
Yeah, it came by, and they thought it was like an asteroid, and they went to try to track it, and apparently there's just no way it could have been. And it sped up. And they were like, if we would have found it 6 months earlier, we could have a picture of this thing, but we didn't. And there's no way it was a rock. They're saying it was like, 5 football fields long and real thin, and that it must have been a metallic outer. The reflections are so much that it had to be shiny.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, and this Harvard scientist came out like 6 months ago and even went on like a
did it
podcast tour.
Did it just like cruise through?
He was on Joe Rogan.
Was it?
Yeah, he was on Rogan and Lex
His
Friedman.
name was like Avi.
Loeb.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it like? Was it at the edge of the solar system?
Yeah, I think it was.
Or
at
was
the
it
edge
in
of our
like an
solar
asteroid
system.
belt or what?
No, it was like our solar system. It like did this.
Cruise through.
Yeah, it was like the first
What up?
object to come in. Yeah, it was like the first object to come in from
Send
outside
nudes.
ever.
What up?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Dude, that's nuts.
they
I hadn't
couldn't
heard anything
explain
about
it.
that one.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think.
is
You
that-
ever just like look at like all the pictures and like the documents of all the asteroids and planets and be like, who the fuck has had time to go through and name each one of these? And how every time you look at the sky, do you not get them confused with the other ones?
It's insane, man.
What was that called again? Loa.
Oumuamua.
Okay.
It's like OUM on Google.
Sounds like a children's book.
It was named from, I guess, Hawaii spotted it.
Yep, a
first or
Hawaiian.
something, So
Well, that observatory up there is like one of the top ones in the world, right? On top of the mountain because there's no lights.
Yeah.
There's no light pollution.
So just a Muamua.
Dude, that'd be so badass. Go to the
Asteroid?
observatory.
I guess. Oh yeah.
Do you need a longer lightning cable thing for the iPad? I've got a long one in my
Do
truck.
you have a long one?
Yeah.
We'll get one.
I'll grab it on. I'll grab it on.
Actually,
break.
you know what? Let's
on
take a
break?
break real quick.
Okay.
We'll get all this stuff together and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll get real deep. All right. We'll be right back.
My man knows exactly how to keep me satisfied with big, white diamonds.
You heard her right, boys. Nothing keeps a girl happy like a big, white diamond. But it's not always about the size of your diamond. It's about the quality of your diamond. At HD Bean Jewelers, we aim to provide only the best quality diamond engagement rings. We go the extra mile to educate you on what it really means to get a quality diamond. Combine that with pricing and after-sales service that beats Evansville, and you will see why more and more guys are choosing HD Bean Jewelers for their engagement rings. If you're ready to satisfy your girl, come talk to me, Cody Gottman, and let's get you into an engagement ring that she won't have to fake to love.
Come in to me. He's a good dude. Now contacting extraterrestrial life.
All right. We are back in action. We took a little break. We did some tab pulling up and we were talking about the
Oumuamua,
Muhammad.
I think.
Oumuamua.
If we weren't talking about that, it's going to be strange, but we're pretty sure we were talking about that.
Yeah, I think we were. But yeah, so we got some videos pulled up, and we're gonna play one real quick, a little 2-minute clip. So let me see what makes this look better.
I haven't watched his JRE thing yet.
Do you have a sense of where a hypothesis of where is the cocoon that it might have come from?
No, because so first of all, the solar system, the outermost edge of the solar system is called the Oort cloud. It's a cloud of icy rocks.
Say the alt cloud.
Ort.
Old, I think.
Ort?
O-R-T. Ort.
Oh, Oort.
It's
Some fucking Thor shit.
stuff.
Some space.
That literally sounds like something that would be on a Thor
I feel like
movie.
it's a cloud.
The Oort cloud is upon us.
Cloud where asteroids shoot out of, the ones we can't
Just out of
see
like the
coming.
mist, kind of.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, let's continue.
Of different sizes that were left over from the formation of the solar system.
Yes.
And it's thought to be roughly a ball or a sphere. And it's halfway, the extent of it is roughly halfway to the nearest star. Okay? So you can imagine each planetary system basically touching the Oort clouds of those stars that are near us are touching each other. Space is full of these billiard balls that are very densely packed.
Yes.
And what that means is any object that you see, irrespective whether it came from the local standard. So we said that this object is special because it came from a local standard of rest. But even if it didn't, you would never be able to trace where it came from because all these Oort clouds overlap. So if you take some direction in the sky, you will cross as many stars as you have in that direction. Like, there is no way to tell which Oort cloud it came from.
So I didn't realize how densely packed everything was. From the
That didn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that was a bad clip, I think we got.
Yeah, he wasn't really talking about
Yeah, we
that.
wanted to hear him saying.
I kind of get it, but I don't think it was.
Oh, it says
relative
where
to
did
the
it?
Oumuamua.
So this is saying where
That's
it
where it
came
came
from.
from.
we want him to tell us, like,
What it is.
what it
so
did,
people know.
what it
Okay.
did, what it is.
Yeah, let's see.
I think I heard the infield swamp donkey outside running around.
Dude, I didn't know if I was confused or what. The infield swamp dog.
Whatever that thing is we were talking about that one time. What
It's a
was
swamp
the one?
monster.
Yeah, the infield swamp monster.
Yeah, the infield horror, I think is what they called it. The swamp donkey
The
was.
infield nightmare.
Yeah, the infield swamp monk. Jesus. I don't know. We'll have to go back to that. But I'm really intrigued on this because it's.
I don't know anything about it. So
don't
basically,
either.
what it was they're saying it's an asteroid that came in contact with the solar system or breezed through it.
Yeah. First thing to come in from outside ever recorded.
Do you
or
think
something.
that scientists and like astronomers and even governments know that there's a chance that it wasn't? Like, do you think that there is a blatant cover up, kind of like the UFO
No,
thing?
I think
Or do you
nobody
think we just have
knows.
no idea
I
what
think
it was?
nobody knows.
So
what
it
that
could
was.
just be some kind of space rock that we
Yeah,
just don't
and all
aren't
this
aware
guy's
of.
saying is to pretend that it has to be just a space rock is
Like-
silly because this does not look anything like a space
Yeah.
rock.
Like, why can't we just explore
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
options that we maybe
That it's
don't know
ignorant
what
to
it
not
is?
say, "Whoa, this one's weird. We don't know
right.
what this is."
He said it's all metallic-y on the outside?
Yeah, he said it was like really long and really skinny and metallic, and it did not have the tail that every comet
Right.
has. You know, the heat tail or something.
Was it like a cigar shaped or something?
Yeah.
Trying to
Isn't
be-
that
Much.
a certain kind of asteroid? Or what's the difference between asteroids and meteors? One of them
I think-
comes in...
Asteroids and comets are the two separate things, right?
Okay.
No, is this recent? Or is this
Yeah,
been a
it
while?
happened like 4 years ago.
Okay.
I don't even think it was that long ago.
Maybe not.
And it's just
2018?
now coming...
Well,
2018.
around.
I found one that is 3 minutes. I don't know.
Do you remember hearing about that weird, strange-shaped object that passed through our inner solar system late last
This is
year?
from NASA.
It was the first object we've confirmed to have
this
come
might
from
be a better-
outside our solar system, and it was given the name Oumuamua, Hawaiian for scout or messenger from our distant past. Now, scientists have analyzed data from many observatories, including NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, and found that this interstellar object has gained an unexpected boost of speed. After Oumuamua was discovered with Hawaii's Pan-STARRS 1 telescope, as it surveyed the skies for near-Earth asteroids in October 2017, observatories all around and above the world focused on this approximately half-mile-long object to learn as much as possible about this cosmic visitor before it flew too far away to see. The Hubble Space Telescope was used to collect observations to determine the object's trajectory over 2 months in late 2017 and early 2018. The observations were combined with
She's
data
gone
from
on.
multiple ground-based observatories, which showed Oumuamua to have a small, continuous, non-gravitational acceleration. Something besides just the gravity from the sun and planets was affecting the trajectory of Oumuamua. A probable source of this acceleration is jets of gas coming off the object. This behavior is similar to objects we have already identified as comets. When they get close to the sun, ices in the comet sublimate into gas, and streamers of gas can push the object along. Usually when comets do this, the outgassing can be seen because it ejects large amounts.
Okay, so that's like the gist of explaining it. So the idea, though, is that it's not a comet, that it sped up.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did speed up.
Like how much of a speed up?
Enough to-
enough for them to notice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just accelerated once it hit.
Yeah. And they're trying to say that the sun might have melted through and the gases shot out, like she was saying.
kind of propel.
But generally, when that happens, it's in all different directions and makes something spiral. This thing's like,
just in one straight line. Okay.
Yeah, there ain't no
I get
way.
where you're going with it.
There ain't no way that it could just melt the
it could have
gases
been.
on the back and that's it.
But
and take
yeah, it
off.
could have been, dude. Anything can happen. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But with all the stuff and like the technology, we're able to see new things and whatnot. We're we don't need to be putting labels of like what we've been calling this stuff. We have technology and different ways of thinking now to kind of explore other options. We don't need to be putting everything in these big groups.
If you would have went to like
It could be
1990,
something totally different.
if you would have went 30 years back and let someone play with your iPhone, let's say hypothetically it worked back then, they would be like, oh my God, it's magic. So
Oh yeah.
what's 30 years from now?
Fuck,
Right.
not even
What's
30 years ago.
100 years from now?
Could you imagine even when we were like in high school having that? You know what I mean?
Can you
Like,
imagine TikTok when we were in high school or Snapchat? Or
Oh, we'd all be in
anything like
fucking
that?
prison.
Oh my God.
if we had Snapchat back then, we'd all be in
crazy,
prison.
man. It's crazy. I had a flip phone like my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Got my first phone and was like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is life, baby. I can't imagine.
This is life,
Can't
baby.
imagine having one of these.
No, no.
Seemed like
God.
it took fucking 40 minutes to send a text.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey,
Dude, trying to
Hit
hit
all the buttons
Yeah,
3
yeah,
times.
Trying to get that phone out of your pocket to text in class, you got to like snap it open real slow.
Oh yeah, because it fucking popped. Especially them
Trying
razors,
to keep it
dude.
from popping.
Before there was a silent, when it
Got
was
to book
just
up.
Mm, yeah.
And you just felt like such a bad boy just sitting there texting under your desk. just
yeah,
looking
dude.
around
That was
like,
actually
I'm
a really
breaking the
good
rules. That was a
impersonation of a
thrill.
vibrate.
It was pretty good.
Do it
It's
again.
crazy.
Do a little.
Jesus.
It's really
You look
good.
like a feral cat.
You gonna get that?
I don't want. I'm just wondering how. That's the crazy thing of like. I mean, that's kind of jumping subjects again, but the advancement of technology since we've been kids is just out of this world. So think about like it's just gonna get faster. I mean, fucking
is.
VR right now is nuts.
5 years from now, it's going to be.
You ever think that
lot
the
more.
government's going to start regulating it?
Oh,
Because if like one person's getting so much technology where they having things that are smarter than what the government's capable of having.
what about when they
they'll
finally
have to
start
regulate it?
implanting?
What do you mean
Yeah.
start regulating it? We've already been fucking regulating it, I guarantee you. They ain't giving us the cool shit.
Nah,
dude.
They ain't giving us the Tic Tacs.
They ain't giving us the fucking laser beams. You know what I mean?
That's the other thing. If they are our Tic Tacs, we're doing a piss poor job of testing them secretly. You know, like,
yeah, no shit, right?
you know, like damn. But I mean,
Why don't you pull up one of those videos now that we got it pulled up
Okay,
and kind of see what we're talking about?
let's do the first one here.
Which one is this?
this is like the Go Fest. This is like the first video that came out where you were like, "Whoa, what was that?" But not real exciting. It's just a dot.
Yeah, this one's.
Started
we'll do this
it
one
all though for
first.
me.
You can just play a little clip of it.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly.
This thing is hauling.
Dude, this is a fucking drone, bro.
Oh, this is all of them.
This is all of them.
Perfect.
There's a whole fleet
So this
of
is
them.
the
Look on
gimbal
the
that they call it. You can see it up in the top left.
My gosh.
Their conversation's like the best part of the video.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Imagine being the pilot and just like being in that situation.
That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS.
Look at it turn.
Well, if there's like
There, it does a 90-degree stop.
I don't know
Yeah,
if I've
that's fucking- that's
seen
crazy.
this one.
They'll get you every time.
This might be the Tic Tac. This is the.
Oh yeah, okay.
This is the guy that was like, I'm gonna go out there and record that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
and he found
Dude,
it.
Commander,
One of his buddies, I don't know his name, but
the
Fravors.
guy that went out after him.
Yeah.
Why does it say slave on the side? It's confusing.
Dude, it's crazy because they didn't know. The pilots obviously didn't know. There's some theories that Fravor might have known.
I don't know about that. I thought it was like he might be in the know now. Like,
Maybe that's but
Might have
that
known
be
what?
more of what I'm saying. What he was going into. Like he thinks that maybe some higher ups kind of knew there was something out there when they sent it. Which obviously they had
Oh,
the radar
really?
blip, so they were looking for something, but they
Yeah.
didn't know what.
So
But-
if you've never seen these videos out there, these are actually recorded from the jets. That's why they look like that. So that's
They're snippets. They'll never release the full videos.
no. But supposedly they're gonna give us supposed to release everything by
Oh, don't they have,
June.
a deadline? Don't
Yeah,
they?
there's
When,
some
I
sort
was
of.
going to say, when is that?
And that was in,
180
like,
days?
June or
Close.
July.
The
June
best
or
part
July.
is that was in like the COVID relief bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that
slipped
weird?
it in there. Yeah.
and that's another thing. It's like
Page
why?
like 5,000.
Yeah.
Why? You know what I mean? Why?
There's a group of people in the government who are like, need to put this out there. Like
It's about time that we do.
Should.
I mean, it's crazy.
They're
to
still
think.
not going to release shit.
no, it'll be disappointing like always. Like even the new pictures last week, in a sense, they're kind of disappointing. They're kind of blurry.
Was that the ones that were on?
Yeah.
Let's pull those up real quick.
Even when you see something like that, they build it up so much. These guys leaking the stuff like we got something big. We think we're gonna watch like
never
a
big,
triangle
dude.
ship land on a building.
Exactly. Everybody wants something to land out at Walmart and come walking out on.
But
on
hypothetically,
roller skates or something.
earlier I was
Never
gonna say if
happen.
something
Hell
like that
yeah.
happened live on CNN.
Yeah.
I mean, like you were saying, the religious world and everybody, they could
the,
go
literally
apeshit.
society would just like
Yes.
tear apart,
And
at
that
the
could be
seams
terrible.
overnight.
Yeah.
And so I mean, if it is out there, maybe what they're doing now is taking very slow steps to try to normalize it to the public.
Desensitize us.
Yeah.
That sounds a little conspiracy theory to me when we say that, but maybe
I don't
maybe
think
they're
it's that
slowly
far-fetched
leaking
because
it.
if they just dumped it all on us, if they have all this information retained, if they just dumped it on everybody, it really would change.
right,
I mean, overnight.
People like
the
to
way
say
the world
if
is.
they really were coming here, why are they meeting with our government? Like that's far fetched. Why would they?
I don't-
Why wouldn't the farm boy see? 'em,
I don't
you know?
necessarily think they're meeting with the
I
government.
don't either.
I think the government
They have
has
the money,
the
the
resources
time, the
to
resources.
get their
Yes,
hands on the
that's
information.
why. Exactly.
And so much of it that they're able to
Yeah.
filter what the public sees and not.
Yeah,
That
they're
makes
the
more
ones,
sense than anything.
They're the
Yeah.
ones that can go out.
Right. It's not like they're talking to them.
Right.
They just have the resources. to
Carmi
find it.
PD, if something happened here, are not the guys to send out there to be like, "Whoa, what is this?" You got.
We're the guys to send out there.
Oh, baby,
Carmi,
please,
They will
please,
communicate.
Call in Sky's View. We'll
I think Denton's got some nice words for
let
him.
me see something.
Dude, what if
once.
Denton was the first person to interview a fucking alien? We've had that conversation before, sadly.
Hope you're not here for the baked potatoes. We only got them once a week.
We were
Baked potato guy went to Kentucky Lake.
get the fuck out of here. That's hilarious.
We got Jack and Milks, though.
We got Jack and Mills all fucking day though, Mr. Alien.
Tall and strong, baby.
Oh shit. All right, let's pull up these pictures. God damn idiot. All right, so these are the ones that you're talking about, right? That came out yesterday?
Yeah. No, a week ago or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you sent this article a couple days ago.
Yeah, that was like
I skimmed through it.
they announced at 2 p.m. we're releasing something. So about 2:20, I was
And
like,
that-
The pyramid looking ones.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
yeah.
looking at?
Let me try and do them. I'm trying to run it on both here.
Dude, I've been like getting down the rabbit hole of the pyramids and how they were built.
the pyramid.
That's a whole nother thing,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, the actual pyramids.
Yeah.
Fascinating, man.
Dude,
I'm
pyramids.
all
Because
in. I'm
like
in.
you got to think like every single block on that thing, if it was like an inch off, the
Exactly,
top wouldn't line up
exactly,
right. Everything is
exactly.
so perfect.
The amount of
And
years they say
you
it
can't
took.
even comprehend how old they are.
right.
Yeah.
And they've
It-
the
it's
test
one of
time.
those
It's one of those
things.
how.
Well, yeah, they said like for each stone to have been cut and placed in the time frame it was built, they had to done
34
each
2 seconds or something.
It's like every 9 seconds.
9.
Right.
It had to have been cut and placed.
Right.
Wait,
each
every
stone-
9 seconds
each
they
block.
have to do a new one?
Each block that they put in, they said in the time
it's
frame
like-
it was done.
Something like that would be hard to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
what?
I think that
But
they,
at 9
So you
seconds right
think
now?
the only possible way they could have done it back then is just to have like 1 million slaves building it.
Not
And-
even
but-
that,
not even
dude.
I
that.
don't even know if
not even that.
But like
People don't move that fast.
that's what I'm saying. That would be a logistical nightmare.
Well, the more slaves you have working, like the more it could be every 9 seconds because you had 1,000
'cause you had a
crews.
ton of
You had 1,000 crews,
but back then, how are you going to feed that many people in one spot?
I mean,
That's
yeah,
the logistics of it
it's-
don't make
I don't
any
think we
sense.
could build a pyramid now, could we? Is that one of those things like the moon? We
they-
couldn't go to the
most
moon
of
now.
them,
Yeah.
I don't know,
most of them they say we couldn't.
but I
Wait,
like
we
it.
can't build a pyramid now?
I don't think we could replicate those now. No.
I think they say that there's something to do with their structural integrity. We're not really positive on how to make
What
them
was
that
it made
big.
of? What were the blocks that they had?
Most
Was
of
it
them's limestone, I think.
Weren't there some of them that they had to make like 200 miles away
Yes,
from where
some
it's at?
were-
And
yeah.
so
They
they're like,
found
how would
Stonehenge.
They found the cutouts like hundreds of miles away.
How would they transport them?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd
Stonehenge,
take years and
the
years
rocks for
to
Stonehenge
get
were
that
cut like 200 miles away.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
They know the exact spot for the Stonehenge
Dude,
rocks.
that stuff's so fascinating. I do genuinely believe that unless like things have been dug up, there's no like even the government doesn't know how those things fucking
Fuck
Oh,
no.
no.
The government's
No.
not hiding fucking
No.
shit like that from us because they don't have a fucking clue.
No.
We like to hype them up saying that fucking government covers everything up. I think the fucking government's
love it.
just retarded.
I
Honestly.
think they're just a conglomerate of regular dudes. Like us.
Exactly.
How
They just,
great can
it's
you
like
be?
Batman.
They are, and I feel
Just
like
a regular dude, but he's got a shit ton of money to do with
so
it.
like each generation of government that comes in starts a little bit of bullshit, and then like up to now, these new guys coming in are like, "Fuck, we got a lot of shit to cover."
Yeah.
up. And so they're just like acting like normal dudes, trying to play it off. But I
blanket's
couldn't
getting real
imagine.
thin.
Yeah, they're like shit.
I just actually watched a thing on Stonehenge like last week, and how they think is like a
Yeah,
portal or whatever. And
What?
there
Well,
was
the
like
pic-
missing is because it's like missing blocks. And,
Yeah.
like, they said the people that because they don't know what happened to the people that built it.
The
They
people
just
that built it.
disappeared.
Wow.
dismantle.
They think it was a portal?
It could
Bro.
be
Really?
because what if
It's some
if the rocks lined up perfectly
crazy-
with like the moon and the sun?
They just had
dude,
like
and the
it was
planets?
more like
I mean,
blocks there, and
we
it-
just don't-
I don't know.
just
It
don't
was
know,
crazy.
dude.
I love all
Just
the
have-
ancient
just don't
art
know.
that's got like UFO stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And it
I
makes
mean-
you wonder, like, did some higher beings
Exact-
build
And,
the
like,
pyramids for them?
In
You know, did they-
2016 or something, there was a like just down the hill from where Stonehenge is. There was a crazy crop circle that was.
How do you
appeared
feel about crop
overnight.
circles?
It just depends.
I mean, yeah. Some of them are definitely fake, but some of them are
I've
like
never
I don't
been
know.
into them.
I'm
What
not-
are they? Is that a ship landing and that's like where the juice was?
not
I feel like
necessarily.
that's like, if they're
marking.
real, I feel like it would be more of like a map for them. Maybe. Like a.
Yeah, because what is
It's
it
like a
necessarily?
stamp.
Because if it's
They
in
got to
the
make
crops,
a map in my cornfield, though, aren't they super high tech?
You would think like, yeah, you would think so.
You know what I mean?
and also, I mean, the cornfield gets knocked over at the end of the season. So, like, why would they want a map in there that's going to be gone?
Right.
Once again,
right.
it might be just people fucking
But who
with people.
does it in
Sure
the
it is.
middle?
I'm
of
sure it is.
Some of those though, it happens in the middle of the night. Like who, like
Who has
How are
the
they
time? Like
doing it?
and
And
it's
they're
so
so
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they
the
are
circles
perfect.
and
the way the
lines.
stalks are broken.
Well, the
over.
stalks aren't
Bent,
even
not
broke.
Yeah,
yeah, they're
yeah.
like-
But that's fascinating. How do you
wild.
bend them without breaking them?
They said, I remember them doing was it Mythbusters maybe? Or some show did it where they made like a board that supposedly can bend the stalks without breaking them. It didn't work.
Those guys can't do it. Nobody can.
I'm telling you, the Mythbuster fuckers, they
Adam
break
and
them all.
Jamie.
They got that boy's got that
was a good
mustache
show,
from
dude.
hell. Yeah, that was a good show. I haven't seen that in a long time. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about crop circles. It just doesn't.
I need to read.
It doesn't
more
make
into crop
sense.
circles.
yeah,
I know about them, but like I don't know of like specific instances or like
Me
any.
either,
I can't reference any.
I've not given them a lot of time.
No.
No, we got freaking wild Tic Tacs running
Oh,
around.
man.
We
Yeah, we-
got
and
28,000
Bob
miles
Lazar,
an
you
hour.
like Bob?
Oh yeah,
Man, I believe Bob.
I do too.
I
think.
believe Bob too, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's
The way that he talks in his interviews is just like, and the amount of stuff that came to fruition after he had made claims about it is
right,
just
right.
done.
Yeah, especially the hand scanner.
The hand scanner and that element, whatever it is.
The element
150,
115.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, there's 114 elements. He was pretty much just saying, well, there was a 115th one. He didn't actually.
Name that actually.
He didn't
No,
actually
he didn't name
name-
it, but he knew that there was another
You're
one,
right.
and he knew
You're
that
right.
they used it as
You're
their
right.
propulsion method.
And
No,
he
that's
said it
pretty
came on the
crazy.
crafts, and they cut it up and used it as fuel. That they couldn't make it.
Right.
Yeah.
They.
The one
What
they
is
made.
it called where they harness like? Oh yeah, that's not.
That
That's a
was
picture of
That was the
Man.
one by you can see Stonehenge up. in the
Wait,
top.
that's the one by Stonehenge?
Yeah,
you see Stonehenge is
yeah.
up in the picture.
Jordan, hold that up to your
Dude,
camera.
I
That's
saw
awesome.
that stuff. I'd be tripping.
That's
out.
awesome.
There you go. So that's the crop circle that was by Stonehenge. If you guys don't know what Stonehenge is, then we
And-
need to
yeah.
get back into social studies.
People
but
making that for 5-6 hours, you'd think they'd be caught.
And
You know?
Dude.
if something like that overnight,
There's like a highway
in the
right
dark,
there too. So like
it's
Yeah.
not
yeah,
broken.
over-
It's just too coincidental. It's not.
And I can't. They were talking about the.
I mean,
with
it's almost
some kind of a.
it's almost like this
symbol.
if you think.
I can't remember. I don't remember what exactly they said the symbol was, but
Maybe it's something to do
like-
like with like you said, landing and taking off.
I was
like
being a smartass though, because we're saying they have anti-gravity where there's not any heat coming off of it. Then why would there be any marking from where they're landing or taking off?
that's
you know?
so
Well,
weird.
there's not
dude.
heat. If they're traveling by bending space,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
that's what
so
I'm
that
if they're-
eliminates those being landing marks.
Right.
But they
Right.
could be like space bending things, and
They-
that's maybe why it's
They
not.
could be like
it's like a-
alien graffiti, bro. It could
It
be
could
just
be. They
like
could just
something
be
they
taking
do.
what we were
You
doing.
know, I mean, I don't know.
They're a common thing apparently because there's even more.
And over the years, they get way like these ones he's showing us are so much cooler.
Wait,
looking
so
than your
all
standard.
these are next to Stonehenge, and there's no explanation? Somebody should put trail cam out there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it'll go
Come
fucking
on.
blurry.
come on.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like that's the thing with me too. It's like we see all this shit, we hear about all this shit, but nobody ever fucking like, if somebody was out killing people, which this is a bad example, I'm probably gonna get shit on for this
We
one.
wouldn't
but
just ignore them.
we wouldn't just ignore that though. I mean, this could potentially change the whole fucking outlook of every human being's life,
That's
and
what
we
we're
don't.
talking about.
And literally half the planet doesn't give a shit, if not more.
More.
Yeah.
It's
More
more.
don't give a shit.
People are just
I feel like this year has been a lot more people have woken up to the fact that
Well-
we're not the only ones around though.
there's just this like, especially around here. I mean, none of these people give a fuck. They're still going to go to work on Monday. It's fine. We all are, but it's like that. I mean, it's fascinating. I don't understand how you can just
Yeah, it's
dismiss
fun.
it.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
It is fun.
In the end, all it is a fun way for me to pass time. But
100%.
it's fun.
And on the off chance that there is something going on.
Oh, I almost don't even want to know because the search is so fucking
it
fun.
is.
Yeah,
That's
no
exactly
shit.
what it is.
Man, I don't want to know. This is like
It's
exhilarating getting
It's
these
a
new
ride that
shitty
never
pictures.
ends. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Let's look at these shitty pictures. Pull them up.
Well, that's the thing is there's a good reason for shitty pictures.
Yeah.
Well, this is government shit. Yeah, we're blurring out the timestamp here because that's legit.
Yeah.
So when people, dude, those Nimitz Encounters interviews, that's where it's at. Those are the guys who are like, I watched that shit for 15 minutes in HD. I don't know why you're looking at a 45-second blurry one.
Well, the thing is with those is that the encounters of the crewmates were on the USS Princeton, not on the Nimitz.
Right.
They were
You're
on
right.
like the radar ship
You're
away
right.
from it.
You're right.
And I mean, Fravor kind of like shits on those guys and like
He does.
discounts their
He does.
stories, but they're like, you
He does.
weren't on our ship. We saw what you saw
Yeah.
from a different perspective.
Hey, men in suits did come to our ship, motherfucker. They
Yeah.
took all our tapes, erased everything.
He interviewed the guy that was on the helicopter crew that was transporting him from the Princeton to the Nimitz
Yep.
to land.
Yep. But that guy that says, listen, man, this thing changed shapes. I mean, it was like, it changed shapes right before. That blows my mind. How is that possible? How is a triangle of metal able to turn into a tic-tac or whatever the fuck?
That,
Dude.
and I mean, they have radar proof that the thing went from 28,000 feet to in the water in like 0.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's just.
And get this.
Like, what the hell is that?
This Fravor stuff has millions of views. The shit we're talking about,
Yeah.
the biggest one has like 38,000 views,
Yeah.
which is nothing out of 7 billion
Well, just because
people.
people just brush it off.
Just like no one gives a shit.
No.
I'm so into those videos. It's like, wow.
The interviews, you guys need to listen to all of them.
These are like
each one's like an hour long.
Yeah, they're
but
just normal Army
just
dudes
normal
with
guys.
PTSD,
And-
like a guy you might know from Carmine. They're like, yeah, man, I don't know what was going on, but it's
Well, the
fucked."
thing is, they all just
Yeah.
dismissed it because they said that these things were around the USS Princeton specifically for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
And so you'd be on your watch and you'd see the thing outside with the lights, and you would just be working because the higher ups had normalized it so much.
The main radar tech, this old man, he'd been there for like 28 years. He was like, his little interview, this guy seems like he's got PTSD.
Oh, yeah,
and his
dude.
whole thing is like, I'm still mad to this day that I couldn't track that fucking thing.
No
This
shit.
was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I'd be fucking mad too,
He said
especially if
there-
it's on for
well, yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He said millions of dollars and decades of experience. These weren't like rookies. These were like guys going,
Yeah,
what
well
the
seasoned.
fuck is going on?
And the whole like fleet that was out there was on a training mission.
Yes.
So they all thought that this was part of the training,
Yes,
and
it
then
was-
shit started to get real after a couple of days of seeing the same thing.
They were like about to go to Iraq and thought, okay, this is like a real training mission now. They're putting
Yeah, they were
blips
off,
on
like-
our radars. But
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
That's what they were doing. The part of the training mission was they were putting like inserting blips on the
Yes.
radar, like just for
Yes.
practice. And then they got these ones, and they sent these pilots out. The pilots thought they were going to a training.
Well, when they first
And
got
they
them,
caught 'em.
they did like a 24-hour reset. They thought these were errors on the radar, so they did this thing where you got to shut the ship down for like 12 hours and reboot.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
it came back on, the blips were even clearer.
They were more vivid.
That's when they started doing what Jordan's about to tell you about, is sending the guys out.
Well, whenever they sent the pilots out, just like listening to the radio communications, it's like they're, going back and forth. They don't know what it is, trying to get a lock on it, whatever. They're chasing it down. And then the air traffic controllers ask them what kind of loadout they're carrying. Ask the pilots. And they're like, loadout? We're on a training mission.
Yeah, no bullets.
And that was it. So it's just strange that the air traffic controllers were like, do you have anything you might be able to shoot something down with?
Are you shitting me?
So the pilots were like, what the fuck?
And that Commander Day guy.
So are these just like brand new pilots?
No.
Or they were just
They were just training. They were just flying around following these blips.
Okay.
And so they get sent out towards these.
Yeah.
Just to kind of identify them. And they get out there and the controller's like, what
This
kind of
is real.
loadout do you have?
Yeah.
Because you may have to shoot at something.
I
Holy
would say,
fuck.
and they probably.
And they're like, we got
higher up,
trainers that are.
They probably knew
welded
that they
on.
were already out there.
Exactly.
So they sent them out there
Yes.
to do the training.
But they didn't
knew,
tell them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
They
because
knew
you
they
don't
were
want them to
going
freak
to
out.
see-
And the controllers were separate because whenever they started to see that it was kind of a real deal, they were like, oh shit, you guys may have to get yourselves out of a situation.
Right,
here.
right,
Do you
right.
have anything? And the pilots were like,
And even if that's
No.
true that we knew they were out there and sent these guys, still that guy went head on at it and it disappeared. That's crazy. To
And
me.
there's video of it. I mean, it's not very long.
There's not video
And
of
it's
it
not the full one.
disappearing.
No, not disappearing.
Well,
but
his story is so
But
exciting.
there is video of it disappearing.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
never
You're
seen
That's
it.
what we were
absolutely
talking
right.
about earlier. Those
Yep,
cameras
you're
are
right.
always on.
The start of his story, though, where he said it was like jiggling like a marble right above the ocean.
Yeah.
He said this thing was like making a plus sign.
Yeah.
Right above the ocean.
Like marking the ocean.
And it looked like a 747 plane was sinking or something. There was white water. And he said that's what they went down for. And when they went down for that white water, that's where they saw, wait a minute, this is a tiny little white Tic Tac. Came up, went head on at him. They did a circle and it disappeared. And they turned around to find out what was in the water, and there was nothing there.
What the fuck,
Dude, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
It's fucked up.
And the interviews are so good.
So what is it? If anybody wants to watch them out there, what do they look for?
The Nimitz Files.
Nimitz Encounters.
Or Nimitz,
The Nimitz
Encounters,
Encounters.
on YouTube. It's a whole channel of like an independent
Yeah, it's
creator
just a
guy.
dude.
He has like, they've gotten some fame now. A couple of them, like the main videos have
Millions.
like, millions of views.
Yeah,
But the interviews are like an hour long and they're not very entertaining. I mean, you
The
just kinda
videos
listen to
about the story have like 4 or 5 million views, and then like a year later, he started getting these guys to talk
do
him.
one-on-one
and those have like
interviews.
11K.
Yeah,
20K.
and nobody's paying attention to those. But
Nobody.
that's where the real info is.
And Fravor on Rogan, Friedman, all those shows is going.
He shits on
He
those
shits
guys.
on them. He doesn't mention them, but he says, there's people out there saying 10, 11-minute videos. That's bullshit. And these guys are going, dude, I watched it. Live stream for 15 minutes.
So why do you think he's shitting on it?
Dude,
then?
that's-
Only would be if it's government stuff. If they said,
so. The
help
theory
us,
now
let's
is
make it
the
aliens.
government is using Fravor to kind of push the narrative.
That
of
way,
aliens.
China isn't going, wait a minute, what the fuck they got over there? We want some of that.
Son of a bitch,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I mean, that
that's-
is
You listen to him.
Dude, they're exciting.
that makes sense. That
They're
totally
exciting.
makes. So that means that it's probably us then.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Why would we be chasing our own shit though?
Training.
In
Yeah, but-
2004, that's right.
Is
when
it
the
going to
drones
work?
were coming
Is
in.
it going to work in Iraq? Let's find out. Does it work here in San
Well,
Diego?
why? But yeah, I mean, you're right. Why would we need something that vast in Iraq? You know what I mean?
Well, just think if we could make a ship that could teleport across the planet in a blink of an eye, we would.
Yeah, but it's been 15 years and we still ain't got one.
That
we
maybe it's
know
too
of.
much.
And-
Maybe it's back to the hey, it's too much.
And so, I mean, like I said, there's a guy that wrote a book about these things in the 50s. So were we testing them then? I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
I'd say honestly, the only way that it makes sense is that we found a wrecked ship and we recreated it like Lazar was
Reverse
talking about.
engineer.
Shortly after those first UFO tales is when the microchips and all that shit started.
Oh,
to
fuck
blow
yeah,
up,
dude.
I just don't
you know.
think that there's. I don't think there's any way that like humans could engineer something that could bend time. I just don't think that we have the mental capacity to even do it.
But
I
here's
don't
the
think
most
so either.
exciting thought is like Roswell's real. Bob Lazar's not lying.
Yeah.
They turned that into this kind of ship, but still, even if it's our own shit, that means all that stuff before wasn't a lie.
Exactly.
And that's exciting, bro.
Yeah.
It's exciting because I mean, you know, you look 50 years from now, what else is going to be coming to light?
Right. Look at our evolution like over the last 299,900 years, and then look at the last 80 years.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like we hit this threshold and just launched.
Yeah. Now there's no going back. I mean,
no,
dude.
we've put ourselves in a
yeah.
wormhole of
Yeah.
technology.
And it may not
now.
be a bad thing, but we may all be cyborgs in 40 years. And that may be as simple as Elon going, yep, I got you the chip, guys. Now you can Google on your mind.
Did you see that they put pre-orders for that fucking thing?
Yep.
I saw a video the other day about that. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's the what do they call that?
What do they call that?
Something link, Neuralink.
Neuralink, yeah.
Yeah. So Elon Musk is making a Neuralink that he's able to help people with like Parkinson's and all kinds of crazy shit. But they put him in a monkey, and the monkey was playing Pong.
Yep.
And
with his mind, right?
With his mind.
Playing Pong with his
with
mind.
no movements on a joystick or nothing. This Neuralink he was able to play Pong with his mind, and the left brain was controlling it going up, and the right brain was controlling it down.
Right.
And he was playing did good.
Dude, that
It wasn't
Elon
like
tweeted
John-
the other day,
scary,
we're
dude.
going back to the moon soon. Like,
he's
Dude.
the motherfucker that's gonna do it.
is this dude the Antichrist? He's like the
I love
total
him.
package, bro.
I
I
love
love him.
He's something.
I
love him.
There are some
too.
serious Elon haters, but I love him.
I love
dude.
the guy.
I think he's pushing it.
He's doing some gnarly shit, man.
He is
He's an
gnarly,
innovator. I mean, honestly.
Even the mundane shit like the tunnels in LA he's doing.
Dude, that was so cool.
So cool.
Did you know they denied all that shit?
No.
Yeah.
LA won't let him do it.
Yeah, they denied it.
Go
I
to
think he's
Texas.
going to try and do them in Texas, though.
Yeah,
I've heard.
I'm
but
sure he is.
They'll let him do it.
They'll fucking let him
Texas
do it.
don't
He'll
give a
blow a
shit.
hole in it. I don't give a
You
shit.
can do everything in Texas except for smoke weed, apparently.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, hell, it's crazy to think that how much shit he has, especially like all the star stuff or all the internet stuff too. It's pretty nuts.
Dude, if he gives us global, high-speed, free, or cheap internet, like
Starlink.
what a G.
Yeah.
What
Because
a G.
you know how much like, once again, like the fabric of society has like all these major companies like Verizon, AT&T.
Oh,
all these
yeah.
people selling internet. I mean, that's going to absolutely destroy their
And
whole infrastructure.
They're ravaging us. Do anybody happy with your internet provider? And bill?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Karma's bullshit.
I pay like
my phone-
$140 for shitty internet.
My
Yeah.
phone won't even fucking work.
half the time.
Half the time, yeah.
Dude, I'm
my,
telling
my,
you.
My shit don't work. It don't have half time. Don't fucking work on.
We were in
Wi-Fi.
Evansville
No.
yesterday, and I had zero signal when I was hanging out with my kids. I was like, I wanted to
Shit,
post
sorry.
a few pictures of my kids at the
find this.
zoo or something, and I
Yeah.
got zero service in like the second biggest city in Indiana. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, it's true though. 'cause
How do you not have perfect service everywhere?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy to think that. It's like
Unbelievable.
in this situation that we're in of this time of 2021, we've had phones for how long? We've been using cellular service for how long? How
Me
about that?
personally, 15 years, maybe 16,
As a whole,
25.
we've easily had the time to perfect cell phone service.
They don't want to.
No, because
Because
it's fucking easier
As
for
soon as the
them.
new iPhone comes out, your other one goes to shit.
Right.
Because they want you
Right.
to buy.
Yeah. Oh, you
new-
can't have the new update on your phone.
There's always a new fucking
but
idea.
it's-
Or
Ever
there's
since
always
the
a new
5G
update.
stuff started happening,
My phone's
my
been
phone has
shitty.
not been worth that fuck.
I haven't had.
Dude,
Do you have 5G on yours?
Yeah, I
Does
have.
Karma
I
have
have
5G?
I have the capability of getting it, but we don't have any 5G towers
Yeah.
around here.
I didn't think so.
So I
5G's
think that's
in
why my
Evansville.
phone sucks.
They have 5G in Evansville.
I'm pretty sure they do, don't they?
Do you just connect
I
to it
don't
if you were to?
I mean, it's just normal. You don't have to do anything.
That's what I thought.
But
going
you
on?
you have to
Look at
pay
that
more
thing.
for your phone.
Satellite
Like
dish.
I missed it.
newer phones, you have to have a
Oh,
newer phone that
what are we
has the
doing?
That's what it looks
capability,
like.
and you have to pay extra.
That's Starlink.
That's
No
how we'll have
shit.
internet from Starlink.
Yeah. You just put it
Wow.
outside as a satellite dish, and it'll find
It's like
find
$10.
the
So like
satellites in the air.
like your direct TV on the roof.
Only
no
it's
different.
automated to follow the satellites through the air. It'll find it.
Is that the Starlink?
Yeah, I got a little TikTok video of it. Somebody like had the prototype like out testing it.
Oh, I saw that. I'd seen
Cool.
that.
It looks like your direct TV dish, but it's programmed to follow like a direct line of sight to satellites, and then when one leaves, it'll grab another.
Really?
Pretty cool.
So, what was it that he said? How many satellites? I think I saw like 6,100 satellites for the first year, and then after that, he planned on doing another 12,000. Is that true?
I'm not sure about that.
I have no idea.
Wait, launching them or using ones that are already up there?
I heard he was going to launch some more.
He
I don't
probably
even
doesn't
think
want
that's
to
possible,
use
is it?
What to put more out?
6,000 launches in a year?
that. I don't know.
It's like
He was-
over 100 a day, right?
It was like something as a mass jump. Like these satellites, he was going to like put them in
If
a
he's
big
putting-
ship and
if-
just dump them out.
I mean, it's possible he could come up with something that's like a
I'm probably
big satellite up
slaughtering
there, and then a bunch of smaller ones with it. But I don't know. Yeah, we're way over our skis here. Let's
Let's put the old Google and
yeah. How many?
I know he had a lot though.
Dude, the stuff that he does is so fascinating to me. How he just like puts big middle finger to all like the government ran
Yeah, man.
agencies.
He's the man.
You know,
1,200
fuck.
Starlink satellites in the air already.
Already?
Yeah.
Does it say anything? Or are they pre-existing? Or is
SpaceX now has 1,200 Starlink satellites in orbit, having launched 310 of them this year alone. Five of the SpaceX 7 Falcon missions were dedicated for Starlink, and one of the others launched. They fucking launched damn near 400 of them already. So he's just putting his own up there. Fuck everybody else's
he doesn't want to
satellites.
use other people's shit. He'll have to
I don't blame
pay
him.
them or cut a deal.
And his is probably better anyways.
Yeah, probably.
Have you guys ever looked at like the space junk? Like what is in the sphere?
Like
dude.
How much
we have like
Earth satellites?
Yeah.
We have a fucking barrier around us.
It's like a metallic barrier. Like
Apparently
that's gonna be a
it
problem
affects-
before long.
Yeah.
Once you get so much shit in there, you're not going to be getting as much sunlight to the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Just over time.
Did you guys see this that came out this week?
Let me read it. Strong evidence found for a new force of nature.
New force of nature. Enlighten me.
New force of nature.
Like the
Physicists have found possible signs of a fifth fundamental force of nature. It's called butt chugging.
It's called butt chugging. No, for real. What's it called?
Results from the Mwangi 2 experiment don't add up to a conclusive discovery yet. There's a 1 in 40,000 chance that the result could be a statistical fluke. I don't understand this sigma stuff. Do you?
Explain it, Andy.
I don't really know much. I just seen somebody post it. There's a few people post about it. I think it's like what's the deal where they were trying to do the speed of the light.
Large Hadron Collider.
Oh,
Super
fuck.
collider.
They just fired that bitch like 2 months ago, I saw.
They fire it all the time.
It's
Yeah.
one of those deals, and
What is it?
think they've
The Hadron Collider.
The one that's in like France or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like it's the big circle that tries to collide protons.
But they think they've found another force of nature, like besides gravity and like something
like
outside
dark matter and shit
Yeah.
like that.
which could come into play out of what we were just talking about, how we can bend time. You know what I mean?
So I am probably not saying it right. It's MUON. The muon is one of the fundamental particles. It's similar to an electron, but more than 200 times heavier. So it would go with a proton, neutron, electron, that kind of thing. So I don't know, dude.
200 times heavier?
It says 200 times heavier than an electron.
Whoa. I mean, electrons are nothing, but still.
No one
that's
knows
big.
yet what the
But it's
potential,
it's a similar thing.
what the force's potential is.
It just happens to be heavy.
Huh.
They say it might be associated with an undiscovered subatomic particle.
Wow.
It's like, do you ever think about just on Earth, like not going into the ocean, not going into space? Do you ever think on Earth there is like things that make up matter that we don't even know yet?
Oh, 100%.
for sure.
Like, there's no way.
That goes back to the whole, are we grouping all this stuff together with groups that were made 100 years ago? Why aren't we dissecting further into the groups that we already have and, making more groups?
Well, and I think it kind of plays on with, we think that what they knew in 100 years ago, and they wrote in books like from Einstein and shit like that. We don't try to
That's what I'm
that
saying.
anymore.
We're generalizing it.
Yeah.
We're generalizing it instead of
It was already
now
done.
we have the technology to look deeper into these things. And they might be doing it, but
I'm sure
I never
someone
hear
is.
about it.
Sure.
There's no fucking way that like Einstein was perfect with like throwing an apple, or you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Compared to ours having a fucking
out in his yard
computer.
throwing an apple.
Yeah, he's throwing apples and he's got it down pat. And then we check him with a supercomputer and they're like, yep, that's exactly right.
They are though, bro. They like detected waves in gravity, like he said in 1940 something or something.
Like,
that's
let's
crazy.
dive
100
back
years
into
later.
that stuff. See if we can find more out.
Yeah, it was like
about
1920. He said there's
that
waves
can't be
of
it.
gravity, and we found him 100 years later.
How do you even figure that out?
I don't know. I don't understand any of it.
I mean, he was a fucking alien.
It's math. That's what blows. That's what.
Yeah, fuck math.
It's all math.
Fucking,
all of it.
and that right there just circles us all back around to this is a fucking simulation, because if numbers solve things that are fucking not real,
They do.
then we're not real.
We're coded.
We're code. If a math equation tells me that there is wavelengths in gravity that hold us to the ground, then everything's made of numbers.
Yeah, all the
That's the
info we
only
know.
way.
Everything is made of
Everything we know about like space, the Big Bang, and how
All
they
that
do
is
all
math
that's
equations.
all math equations. Like that's what can't wrap my head around. Like,
You don't have the mental capacity.
yeah, I
That's
don't.
why-
I mean, I don't.
If we had a big enough telescope microscope. Sorry, I feel like we could get down to the bare minimum of everything and see almost see like
you
ones
can look
and
at
zeros.
like subatomic particles and stuff, but we don't know what. We can't really mess with them.
Can't go
so
any
we
farther.
Don't know what we can do with them.
So you're full simulation.
I think so, man.
He's a
Every day
simulator.
I keep going through it. There's too many things that happen a lot, like randomness. Yeah,
Coincidences are
like
not right.
Here's a perfect example. When we did a show the other night, well, it was like 2 weeks ago. Me and Andy were up here. Everybody had left, and we stayed up here and was bullshitting. We were talking about something. We were talking about that shit where we
We were talking about out of body experiences.
out of body experiences.
The Zen meditation stuff.
That's right. And we were sitting here talking about it, and the door handle on the studio here turns and opens, and the door flies open.
For real.
Swear to God,
Yeah.
we both watched it
It
happen.
didn't fly.
have
It
your
didn't
cameras
fly
on?
open, but it like.
Did you have your cameras
The
on?
wind wasn't
No.
blowing.
You think
nothing.
you think
It
somebody
was-
ran over and just opened it and took
Well,
off?
that's what we thought. We
That's
went
what we
outside,
thought.
like,
The
looked
second
around.
it did, I opened the door and looked, didn't see a person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was
we
weird.
We were tripped out.
We were literally talking about being able to like astral project yourself,
Wow.
and then someone opened the door.
Maybe it
I
was one
sitting,
of your astral projections.
I was sitting.
maybe
That's
it was
what I'm
the infield
saying.
swamp donkey.
That may
Could have
be.
been.
That's what we
No,
talked about.
I
Was
did-
that it was almost like an interstellar moment that
I
we
kinda
fucked
believe
with
in
our
that
own
stuff,
selves.
dude. I kinda
From the
believe in that
past,
stuff.
we just fucked with ourselves right there. That's why I told Andy that night. I said that right there scares the shit out of me because that means that one of us might have actually figured out how to fucking do this.
Wow.
Those,
Well,
dude,
do you ever think about parallel universes
Oh fuck yeah, all the time.
intertwining with each other?
Well, and then what happens
there.
is we fucking go
Possible.
outside and we're about to leave, and we've got a random fucking truck that sits out front for like 40 fucking minutes with the lights all off, running.
One of your future selves? I mean, is
I
I
that
don't
don't
know.
know.
We were fucking afraid to leave because like I ain't
Did it have
leaving
a
till
Tic Tac
this
sitting in it?
truck leaves.
Yeah, we were afraid to leave.
Did it
It
look
was
like a
like we were
Tic Tac?
being watched.
But that exhilarating feeling, that's so fun. man.
Oh,
all
it's
those-
awesome.
it's fun, but it's so,
So
creepy
fun.
at the same
What's
time.
crazy is all those tapes that I was talking about, the Bob Monroe tapes. They're no longer on YouTube.
Yeah, they
What's
took them
Bob
all
Monroe
off.
tapes?
Wait.
It's a long.
It's a fucking wormhole, but it's awesome.
We talked
We'll
about
come
it
back
on
to
our
that
last-
one another time.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last podcast, but it's like this guy made tapes that you listen to, and he like it's to help to have out of body experiences. So
It shows you how to desync your brain.
And
yeah,
people say
like
it
the
works.
Sound waves,
100%.
like, yeah.
We have a team in the United States government. We have a team that literally does this. That's how we found Bin Laden.
What?
What? How?
Swear to God, that's how we found Bin Laden. A man that was literally promoted through the government he astral project himself to Bin Laden, and they told him he told them exactly what floor he was on and what building, and they fucking went as a SWAT team and found it.
And you believe that?
It's in a fucking US.
Should I watch your guys' last podcast?
Yes,
or what?
100%.
All right.
It's
Watch
in
a
a
lot of 'em.
It's
You
in
just
a
like it.
Got some views, baby.
there's a 27-page document like declassified from the government that talks about all this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Seeing-
can't wrap my head around it, man.
Oh, it's wild.
Definitely watch the ones
The last
with Blake
one's
and
nuts.
All right.
Blake and
You got
Danton
me.
on it.
Yeah.
You got me.
Well, whenever people talk about it, like somebody says they can astral project themselves, you probably be like, "Oh, that's bullshit." But
Yeah,
if you get a
for sure.
specific case like finding Bin Laden,
It's
like
people that can do. It's people that's practiced like Zen meditation for 20
Like
plus
20,
years.
yeah.
that
and the
have-
U.S.
that-
government has a team.
They're
of
the
them?
ones that can do that.
It's called
like
the movie was actually called The Men Who Stare at Goats.
I've
Yeah, I've
seen
seen
the
that.
movie.
That's what it's based.
It's
off of.
they're joking. I mean that
Yeah,
they
that's a
make that a
joke.
comedy movie.
Right, right.
But that's the
That's the
premise.
basis of
that's
it?
the actual premise. Yeah.
Dude, that's
they have a
pretty badass.
legitimate team right this second that's literally doing shit like that. They've literally they blacked the names out in this document, but yeah, I mean, this document has straight up fucking pictures telling you like the left side of the brain is how you can perform like astral projection, and there's like all the fucking like it has to be like 74 like hertz in the left ear and like 128 in the right ear to be able to desync. And dude, I mean, it's fucking
But
nuts.
when this dude astral projects, I mean, did he like step right out of his body and then had to walk
so is it an outer
across
body?
the
No,
planet?
Did
so
he have to
you can-
travel there? Did he teleport himself
you
there
can
in his
so
mind?
he could send himself there.
So he sent himself to
But it was his physical body still where he started the process.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He was just in
It's just his. It's almost like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but he Doctor Strange walked around Afghanistan until he found Bin Laden.
Yeah,
like walked through walls.
Or he had some sort of a connection with Bin Laden's brain
in the documents,
in a sense, and found him exactly where what the documents pretty much
don't talk about it a lot, but in another thing I read, they talked about they were training these people to do this, and they were doing tests, and across the country they had a list of numbers on a paper, and these people were to go out of body experience and get the numbers. Well, every time they did it, they were getting it like 85% right, the numbers.
Wow.
Yeah,
so like 10 numbers, and they were getting like 80% of it right every time. No one ever got it perfect.
Dude, I'm scared right now.
Yeah, you're making me nervous.
Dude.
Yeah, you need to go watch the last one.
I'm going to look into that.
Because our second, the next podcast we were supposed to have was supposed to be.
Because we told them to research it more.
We were going to give ourselves 3 weeks and try to do it. Because this document fucking teaches you how.
I thought you said it was 20 years of.
Oh, it is, but.
It takes so long.
Andy said he tried it and his legs started going numb. And
I think I just went to sleep.
I think you fucking hammered.
I listened to. So they had all the list, all the videos. There's like 20-something videos on
How
YouTube.
long of footage is that?
They're like 30-minute videos, and you put them on headphones, and you are supposed to lay down and just, because they pump in these sound waves to do, and it like tries to teach you how to do it. Like the first 5 or 6 to try to do that. Well, I did like the first 3, just
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So what is
gone.
it, like
They're not on
binaural
YouTube
sounds
anymore.
Is it like
You don't have
binaural?
copy on your phone, anything?
No, I didn't.
You can buy them. I found a place on Reddit where you can buy them.
You can buy the videos.
What's the names of the tapes again?
They're called the Bob Monroe HemiSync.
And no drugs involved. This isn't like a DMT.
No, absolutely not.
It's all.
I don't mean that bad.
No, I know, but it's
they're
all,
testing that kind
like
of crazy shit.
Yeah, no, this is like literally the tapes are like the training wheels, and now
what's it
and
called?
the people.
I'm gonna save it.
What a dangerous
Monroe.
tool to
Bob
be
Monroe.
selling on Reddit.
Bro, they have.
HemiSync.
There's in those documents they say that one man that has enough.
I can send you the link to the.
Dude, we should
documents.
all try it.
In those documents, they are saying one man that has enough brain power to be able to HemiSync is what they call it. The U.S. government is more scared of that person than a whole army because what happens is if you can control your brain to do that, then you can control space and time around you. So then you can kill people with your mind. And that's what they've been training people to do, is kill people with their mind.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we have a physical team of damn near superhumans.
Up, dude.
Yeah. And they've
That's why
declassified this shit.
That's why there's a 27. That's why the government they went into this, and the documents are actually really thorough.
Super fucking thorough.
Do you
I have
think-
them on my phone or have them on my
Do you
computer
think
at
the
home.
government uses them to find
Oh, 100%.
the extraterrestrial?
Laden?
No, the extraterrestrial stuff.
That's probably how they talk to him. Or that's probably how we found technology and things like
You
that.
think
what
we
I'm
talk
saying.
to extraterrestrials?
Oh, I guarantee it.
No way.
I guarantee
That's
it.
just a whole nother layer I can't accept.
I bet
I
we've
ain't that
talked to
far
him.
yet.
I can't accept.
Who knows?
But
I'm
you
more
never
into
know.
like maybe they've got an underwater base because we've never explored our oceans or something.
I guarantee we've talked to him, dude. I bet money that we talked to him a long time ago.
A long time ago, we definitely did because of the pyramids and Stonehenge.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
the other
Oh no,
thing.
I mean in our
I'm saying there
civilization.
ain't like a phone in the White
There's been
House
so
that
many
talks-
extinction level events
what
that
I mean?
maybe
Oh yeah, dude. Just call them up every day. What's up,
What
bro?
man? Hey, over under on the Bulls game?
You guys coming?
Bulls
Where you
game.
guys coming over tonight? You know?
Yeah.
how many points
Poker at
is
7
Draymond
o'clock.
getting on that?
I don't think they have a phone in the office, but I'd say that some fucked up shit has happened and someone has spoken to them. I don't think
Obviously.
we're in fucking contact with them at all.
Not
all
in contact
times.
with them, but maybe.
Some motherfucker has been telepathically spoken to by an alien.
They might have built the
Had to
pyramids,
have.
and then a meteor wiped out Earth for 100,000 years, and then now
Well,
we're
if the
back
whole
to
world and the whole civilization thing that we're living in is some kind of test, I mean, that would explain a lot of it. Like the aliens are fucking with us from a distance. They're controlling and manipulating us. I don't think we're like in the universe battling against them. You know?
No,
what I mean?
absolutely not.
I think there is
we're
a
not that
chance
important.
that we're like a live experiment. to some kind of
Yeah,
greater
they could just
power.
come wipe us off.
That's
Well,
what
maybe
I'm
like
saying.
they came
Or
and
as
seeded
quick
human
as they
life
want.
on Earth.
Yeah, exactly. To grow it and watch it.
They
And see
took
how
some
we kill
monkeys.
ourselves. Basically, is
I mean,
what
that
we're
makes
doing.
sense because that's the only way that it would explain pyramids being fucking on
That's
the
the
dot
most
with
viable
like,
thing to me. Like as of late,
Right.
yeah, with pyramids sitting on the dot exactly with like stars and shit like that, and like I mean by the fucking decimal point,
Yeah.
they're exact.
Yeah.
There's no way we did those.
From a weekly basis, I go from like this, believing this, to this. Like it's just all over the place.
That's
I
how it
don't know
goes,
how to-
man.
Are
Little
we in a simulation?
self-acceptance.
I'm thinking simulation now, and then it's like,
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun, man.
It's crazy.
It is fucking fun. It's
Yeah.
so fun to just think about. Most people are scared to think about it, though. That's the problem. That's why
Yeah.
it's not like a very talked about concept, is because if any of it is real, then your fucking dollar bills and your shoes and your fucking cat and all that shit don't fucking matter.
Don't talk about my cat.
It still matters.
Still
gotta
it
live.
matters to you.
Still got to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow 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 meow. It does matter, but it doesn't. People fill their fucking face with this shit all the time. You know what I mean? They have to have this and they have to have that, and if I don't fucking do this and that, then it ain't worth living. But people don't live life. All the shit fucking follows them. You know, they have to have all that crap in their pockets. But the second that you figure out that we're not the only fucking people on this earth or on this solar system or fucking universe, your shit is meaningless. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
Race doesn't mean shit. Fucking
I
nothing.
agree. Race doesn't mean shit if we're Earthlings.
Yeah,
if we're
exactly.
just Earthlings, you know, and there's
Yeah.
a bunch of other.
And that's probably another fucking
what we
reason
are.
why
Yeah, bro.
if it's a cover up, if the government's covering it up and we've never fucked with it.
It's so they can stay racist.
Racism is the fucking most expensive or the most money making fucking shit.
God, my
Now let's
God.
not go down that hole.
It is.
Without Denton here.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's not even just fucking now. It's crazy. There's so much money pumped. I mean, yes, obviously there is still racism in this world, but it's fucking CNN and Fox and all this shit pump that shit so hard down people's throats that make them feel racist
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, maybe I am racist now.
Right.
It's to that point
Right.
in time. You realize that at one point in time, the United States had separate bathrooms.
Yeah, man.
And we're fucking freaking out right now.
beat to death for going in the wrong bathroom.
Exactly.
I mean,
and
like,
that shit was fucked up. It
Fucked
was
up.
big time, obviously. But right now, we're not going through shit, really. Like, I mean, yeah, shit has been crazy, but everybody's hyping it up a hell of a lot more than it was.
Well, the government uses that as a way to push the political
their agenda.
that they want.
Exactly. That's why I just went on that fucking really weird racist
No,
rant.
let it out.
It's
Let it
true.
out.
But if we do discover other life, which is definitely out there somewhere, it will none of that stuff matters.
No. And if
What you have, everything matters. We have to work together to become a better planet. I mean,
100%. And if we're split by who you want for president and what color your skin is
Right.
and what's your
We're
favorite
killing
football
ourselves.
team and blah 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 blah, and I fucking hate you because you like God and I like Buddha. Those things are split.
Yeah.
They split the world because it's easier controlled. It is. You're easier controlled that way. And the second that all that shit doesn't matter anymore, it honestly is we're Earthlings and there's fucking aliens. That's when we unite, and we're a fucking pretty unstoppable force at that point in time.
Yep.
But if you're split up 74 different ways, a lot easier to move the chess pieces that way.
Who's moving the chess pieces?
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. There's so many of those big time fucking families. I don't think the government is like as
You think
big.
like
I
the
think it's
Illuminati?
families.
I think that
it's
there's
secret societies.
there's big secret families like the
There's
fucking
for sure big
the
secret.
Waltons and the fucking and
Clintons.
the Clintons, and I mean even the families that you don't even get to speak names of.
Right.
You
That
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
even know.
You'll
about.
never even know them. That
No.
completely regulate.
People don't understand that there
Economy.
is 1 to 2 families in this world that have control of every fucking dollar bill that goes in and out of whatever country you want. I mean, you've got a couple of those big time fucking families that are scary rich. Like, fuck Batman rich. Like,
Fuck Batman.
yeah, I'm telling you, man.
That's rich, bro.
Yeah. Like, fuck you money, I'll buy the earth money. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even think of the name of that one family, though. Is it Rockefellers, yeah.
The Rockefellers, dude. That getting deep into that is pretty fun too.
Dude, it's crazy because they fucking own every news source.
They fucked up the trajectory of the United States. Basically, I mean,
They
controlled it.
The Rockefellers own the federal fucking reserve.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what that means? That means that they own money.
Right.
The word money, they literally earn
Right.
all money that goes through the Federal Reserve.
They don't own Bitcoin, baby.
No, they don't.
They don't.
You never
will.
fucking know.
They will.
Have you ever heard who made Bitcoin?
Who did make Bitcoin?
Exactly.
My God.
My
Who
God.
made Bitcoin?
Well,
The fucking Mickey
they have
Mouse.
it. They have it. They have it.
Evil genius.
They have a name that they think that did it, but they don't know who he is.
Yeah, they don't know who he is.
No one's
it's
ever-
a fucking fake name. It's
No
a
one's-
Rockefeller,
no
or it's
one's-
one of those
no
families.
one's ever
Frank
claimed-
Rockefeller.
No one's ever claimed to come out and claim that he was the guy.
You're telling me that I made something that's a fake currency that is worth ridiculous amounts of money, and I would rather be considered nameless. Why? I'd be living on a fucking mountaintop by
Maybe.
now.
Oh, yeah.
The
Probably
government will
is.
kill him. He probably is. Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He's probably living under the ocean.
Now there's
I mean-
fake digital art. This NFT
Oh,
craze.
yeah,
My
dude.
God.
The digital
what is
art
it?
thing's
It's
all
like
different.
it's like a collecting card, but they'll say we're only making 100 of these digital collecting cards.
So you got like
Yeah.
the code of it.
Fuck.
And
They
Francis
do it with-
Ngannou sold for 500K last Saturday.
do it with-
a made up little digital card of him posing.
They're doing it with
Really?
They're doing it with like
so like
basketball and shit.
Yeah, they're doing it with everything right
Oh,
now.
so like-
like cards instead of like having
a
real
physical card. It's a digital.
It's
card.
digital.
and like
and
you
it's somehow
buy-
worth millions of dollars each one.
What?
Yeah,
It's
there's
insane.
There's like sports ones now too that are selling
There's
like
art.
crazy. Like you can only get so many if you're lucky
Yep.
enough, and it's like kind of like it's like a card. Like I've seen like the NBA, it's like a card, but it's like from a specific moment of a game.
Yes.
It's like a highlight.
Oh, so it's like a
10
little
second
clip.
It'll be like a
of
dunk.
him like
That's
dunking
kinda
it or
cool.
something.
Then it'll be gold or silver, right?
Yeah, and then like however, like if you got one of the rare ones, like they're selling for 5-10 grand.
But
What the
what
fuck?
made them
people
rare?
are trading them
They
online.
literally just digitized a couple moments and they're calling them rare cards. It's crazy.
It'd be something to
The
start
world's
getting
most
hold of.
expensive NFT
Get on
piece
it.
right now went for 69.3 mil.
And I'm pretty sure that was an art piece.
69?
That was an artist who said one of my paintings is now a digital NFT, something like that. It was for
So it's
Time
just
is the most valuable asset. is
so
what
it's just a literal fucking QR code?
yes, it's a code to a piece of art, basically.
yep.
The fuck?
Selling for 69.
I gotta
Imagine
$1
paying for that.
I got a QR
Imagine-
code on our business cards.
Yeah.
Imagine being the asshole who was like 69 million,
Right here.
Yeah, right?
or the other guys who built that bit
What
up.
the
that
fuck you gonna hang it at,
What
buddy?
the fuck you gonna do?
can't
Open
just
it on
hang
a
it
web
with
browser.
So you
Say,
just
check
hang
this
up a QR code on your fucking wall and your buddies come in and fucking scan it and look
No,
at
dude,
it or what?
all digital. It's just for on a computer or phone. Look at this. It's digital.
Yeah. You can't, I mean, I guess
It's a
you
way
could
to
print
Won't-
it
won't
out.
spend
hackers
and make
steal
money,
'em?
dude.
Yeah, it's a tax write off at some point.
It's
Make sure.
crazy.
It probably is for the super rich.
Everything's going digital, man. It's
69 million isn't that. You know what? It's fucked up to think that 69 million doesn't really just shock me anymore.
No,
You know what I mean? 69 million is
shit.
like,
That
no,
ain't
that ain't
shit.
shit.
no.
Because
shit.
I mean, our government's throwing trillions of dollars around every once in a while, so
Yeah.
that still ain't shit.
Yeah, I
it'd
mean,
be
Dr.
shitty.
Dre's worth 800 mil, and my beats aren't worth a fuck.
Yeah,
I'll say
our
that,
beats
too.
never even
I
work.
switched to AirPods a long time ago.
Beats
Yeah.
suck. Beats suck.
I had a pair of the big ones, and they weren't worth a fuck either.
Yeah, that was a craze, man. Everybody bought the big.
Well, he sold it to Apple.
I'm gonna take a
Oh
pee.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I gotta leave.
we probably need to take a break.
Let's do her.
Let's do that.
Let's take
I
a
gotta
break.
take a little pee.
We'll come back and
Break,
talk a
come
little
back
bit
into it.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been away. We went
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah. You probably should never even publish this.
Oh no, this is great. People are gonna love this one. We'll come back, and I'd love to hear from one of our sponsors if we have one.
We got one.
We got one.
We got them.
Hi, I'm Abby Weiss from Gotzi's Restaurant in Carmi. Countless times, people have told us they've never dined with us or thought we were just a bar. While we do have a full bar, we are much more of a full-service restaurant. Some of our menu items include cheeseburgers, steak sandwiches, grilled or hand-breaded tenderloins, wraps, hand-breaded shrimp, and lots of other appetizers and side items. We have numerous salads as well. Our most popular salad comes with almonds and rice noodles. We have a fiesta salad with black beans, corn, tortilla strips. We have chef salads. You can get steak, grilled, or breaded chicken on any salad of your choosing. We're located at 105 East Cherry Street, and our phone number is 382-5715. We deliver every shift, even lunch. Again, our number is 382-5715. We'd love to see you.
All right. And we are back. You probably just heard word from one of our sweet, sweet sponsors.
So sweet.
Still back in the studio. Yeah, so we were just off camera talking about doing some betting. So we might start doing that stuff up here, doing a little live situation. Start watching some
live
fights.
That's a good idea.
Live betting action.
Live lines are so tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, are you ever really gonna win? Like, be up?
I'm up.
What's your plan to get? I think I'm the only one sitting here that's down.
I'm up. No,
I'm
like,
down
I'm
200.
Up.
I've been down for 3 months and I'm still up. So, I mean, I've done okay with it.
Yeah, but you hit that greasy parlay.
Yeah, but I also hit 4 or 5 different $2,000 bets over the couple months after that. You know,
I never hit nothing like that.
Me either.
It was all on fights. You know, fights or football. Whenever I play with basketball, baseball, golf, I lose.
Well, if you know more about the sport, it's easier to.
I
bet
used to
on.
think that the more I know about fighting, the worse I do.
That's like,
The
dude,
worse
I
I
don't
do.
watch.
That's true because you start to overthink it.
Well, you start to think this is what's supposed to happen. This guy's going to kill him, and you forget that anybody could win a fight.
Right.
You know,
These
David could
lines
beat
mean
Goliath.
nothing.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's how it is. Like I've been winning a lot of money on NBA, and I don't even watch NBA.
I don't watch it.
I don't.
I've been
watch
I've been
all the
following
live
it.
stats on my
Yeah,
ESPN
yeah.
because I bet on it.
And you
I
will,
watch the
yeah.
stats, but I don't watch a game.
Right.
I watch a lot of football, and
Me
I
too,
couldn't
me too.
win shit on football.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I was up for like the first 2 weeks of playing. I was up good, and
Should
then
catch up to you pretty quick.
I started.
You got to wait
fucking-
6 months to even say I'm up or down. You know.
Yeah, I started riding the dragon. And
Yeah,
fucking-
dude.
and had about $400 in that account, and I was like, "Fuck it, we'll put $50 on this one."
If
fucking
DraftKings
40 on
used
that
or
one.
FanDuel's listening, you guys want to give us a sponsor?
There you
Come
go.
on.
Yeah, go ahead and sponsor us.
We'll battle it out. Whoever wants it.
I used to nickel and dime it, man, but when I started hitting, I started letting more ride. You know, like
Yeah.
all of those $2,000 wins were like $200 parlays, which I'd never done. My parlays are $20, you know,
Yeah,
and just put more money on it, pick less shit to happen, and you got a better shot. You know.
Well, if you have a good strategy going into sports gambling, and that's the same way if you go to a casino, you bet in units. So you set what your unit is. Like I typically use like a $10 unit. And
I
you
never
don't-
understood units.
So that's what you set it for yourself, and you're supposed to take it off a percentage of your bankroll. And so I'll do I've got like $500 in my FanDuel right now, and I'm working off $10 units. So whenever I place a bet, I do it I'll place like 5 bets that day at 1 unit a piece for $50, or I might place one bet for like 2.5 units. That'd be $25.
Okay.
But that is a good model for long-term profit. If
Right.
you're not looking to just
Blow through.
Yeah, blow
Right,
through it.
right.
If you want to gamble a certain amount of money each day, you use units.
Right.
And if you go into it with that mindset, it is possible to make a long-term profit.
But I do kind of disagree. I don't think there's a good strategy. You're flipping a coin, baby. Every time you're flipping a coin.
well, yeah, that's why it's called gambling.
yeah.
But the more legs on a parlay, the more times you got to fucking flip that coin. But that's the only way to
The
pay.
better your chances
Right,
get.
right.
But-
my strategy is
people-
just to limit the amount of money. If I'm on a losing streak, it's like, okay, chill for a couple weeks, you know.
Well, on a typical day, if you're betting across several different sports, if you want to place 10 bets on different sports and pick only favorites, chances are you're probably going to win 6 of those bets.
Okay.
The odds are in your favor.
Right.
So
but your payout is a lot less.
a lot less,
Right.
but it's for long-term
Yeah,
profit. It's like you might make,
Couple-
if I'm
couple
betting
fucking
$10 units,
dollars.
I might make $15 a day.
Right.
But you look at these people that are dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, they can actually make a shit ton of money like that.
yeah.
It comes back to the gotta have the money to
Gotta
make
have
it.
it to make
Have
it.
money
That's
to
right.
make money, boy.
That's right.
Can't
And
be.
Hey, my
Those
uncle
scared money ain't gonna make no money.
That's
you know?
right.
My uncle Joey Coco Diaz said, "You ain't ever met a bookie with a part-time job."
That's right. Baby.
Goddamn right.
That's right. Baby.
Get your fucking cocksuckers
A
out
lot
of
of
here.
You fucking cocks on it.
A lot of people though. A lot of people, that if you go to a casino though, they'll be like, they always say, "Here's the limit I'm taking in.
Yeah,
I'm not spending any more than that." But they never have this is how much I'm gonna win if I get to this. I'm
Right.
cashing out.
You're right.
Yeah.
So you usually go in and you lose it all.
And they
You
usually
take-
break their own rules and get more out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say, oh, I'm taking 200, but you never say, well, how much am I gonna?
If
when
I
am I
hit
gonna cash
1,000,
out?
I'm outta here.
Because you
Right.
start winning, you're like, oh, maybe a little bit more,
Right.
and the next thing you know, you
That's
lost
my
it all.
problem.
I can
And
relate
you
to
go
that.
Back to the,
but you think if these people are going there, because there are professional poker players that aren't like on the tour that will actually, you can break down how much money you win in poker by the hour, basically. And there are people
for
that
sure.
do that.
For sure.
Those people aren't going in with $200. They're going
No.
in with like
$200,000.
Yeah, they're
20
going in
grand.
with like 50 grand.
Exactly.
And they want to turn it into
But I'm
minimum
testing-
80 grand
yeah.
and leave.
I'm talking about the regular,
And that's
just
a
Joe
shit ton.
schmoes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
us.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
Well,
you
we're
know,
not in it for profit. We're looking to go over there and
I'm
just
making
fucking hit it
$5
big.
pays
Well,
1,500 parlays, you know.
The thing with sports, man, like with gambling against it, with it, it's like it makes it so much more fun
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
to
fucking
watch
A
a
does.
game and bet, and you got bets on it. It makes it 10 times
That's
more
a
exciting.
that's a predicament that I had this past football season. With I hit a couple of good same game parlays on the Colts, my team. But it's like, am I even enjoying watching the game if I'm so fucking
Right.
worried about these
Right.
things hitting?
Well, you
so
are- I
I'm
mean-
trying to not bet on the Colts, but at the same time, I know the most about them.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I stopped betting.
my
on
chances are
favorite teams.
best if I bet on them, but I don't want to bet on them because I'm anxious the whole game. I'm not even enjoying it.
Dude, the Dolphins made a playoff run for the first time in
they're
forever.
legit.
And the most exciting game of the season for me was still like the week 3, the Jags game, final drive. If the Jags scored,
yeah.
Miami still won, but I lost my $6K, you know what I mean? And that was the most exciting moment of the season. When that interception in the end zone, Miami
so
got
torn.
it. Bro, no.
You win either way.
I hit. I hit, and Miami won. It was like the double whammy of my season, bro.
See, that's fun, but if you're not in that position where you're about to win a shit ton of money, it's like, I don't know. You're just so worried about if your bets are going to hit. It's hard to focus on the game.
I get that. I don't bet on Miami like money lines. I don't pick them to beat teams.
Exactly the same way.
But I will
I'll
definitely
make a same game parlay.
But I'll definitely same game parlay.
It's fun with the teams that you know well, especially in football, because you know if they're going up against a team that's in the division, you know what players are going to stick out and which ones aren't,
Right,
and
right.
how many yards.
It sucks
potentially.
though because those guys we know are minus 580.
Yeah.
because they all know. You know,
You
you got to
make a
put 10 of
parlay,
them
boy.
in.
You
got
make
to
a
put
parlay,
10 of
those
them
odds
in
start
there,
coming
baby.
up.
Yeah, I don't single bet. I know like a lot of guys that do just single bets.
Well, that's
25
what-
pays 25, and they'll do it all the time and hit or lose.
That's what the long-term profit model is.
Right,
It's
right.
just making on money lines.
right. I'm a parlay guy.
Spreads.
It's just
No
how I
matter
like to
what.
do it.
Fun.
I always got to put one down that's like something crazy.
Oh, baby.
$5 or $10 on it's going to pay out like
Plus
10
28
grand or something.
You
Plus
spend that at a
2800 per
gas
pick.
station on
Never-
snacks.
Yeah.
you know,
might as well
never,
put it on a
never
parlay,
just takes
boy.
one hit.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
it
go
takes
buy
one.
3 monsters from Hugs. I'm going to
Yeah.
put $6 on
I had-
these 11 things to happen, and
I
it
had-
says
Exactly.
$4,900.
I had
Yeah.
an NBA one just like
You'll never
This
miss
week?
that $600 or $6.
Fuck
I
that
mean,
$6.
had a big NBA parlay like this past week that was going to pay out like 69,000.
Jesus, fuck.
Missed it by 2.
Last Sunday I did
Two legs. I mean,
my first NBA bet of the year.
by close missed it too, like by like 2 points. Like somebody needed 2 points.
Yeah, I picked 5 things. I put 50 on it, and it paid 3,000. Okay, I looked at the game about halfway through, and I had 4 or 5. Only thing I needed was some dude named Dwayne Bacon to get 15 points, and he had 7 at
Dwayne
halftime.
Bacon?
This dude
You
had
shouldn't
7 at
have.
Some
halftime.
dude
I
named
called
Dwayne
Dalton. I
Bacon.
was like, Bubby, I'm about to hit 3K. He's like, I was like, I'm gonna read you this shit. Tell me if it's happened yet. So he pulls up his app. He's like, check. Yep, but you need 8 points and you win. And I just sat there and watched the ESPN app for 2 hours as this guy made one more bucket for the rest of the game. He played like 6 more minutes.
Dude, that's some
I
shit.
wanted to die.
I hate
That's the shit
I hate when like you're one leg off and,
Tell 'em.
and it's one of the late games and you're laying there at like 11 o'clock at night like a crackhead.
And you're wired
waiting to
either
see
way.
if it's gonna hit.
Win or lose, you're
Tell 'em.
And
wired.
then you can't even fucking
And your
wind
guy-
down and get a good night's
Yep.
Your
sleep.
fucking guy needs.
Yep.
Andy, tell him your
Your guy needs
LeBron
oh,
story from the
yeah,
other night.
I will. Hang on, but you need goddamn one. You need this guy. He needs fucking like 6 more points, but they're fucking blowing him out. He
Yep.
don't play the whole fucking fourth
Yep.
quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll
You're
sit
like,
him
that's
out.
fucking.
Let's take
God.
LeBron and AD out, baby. We're at by 40.
Yep.
No,
Wait,
so
no,
I
I need one more rebound.
Yeah.
One more rebound.
I had a $10 like parlay going. It's been about a month ago, I say.
Yeah.
And
You know the date. You know the date.
I don't know. I really don't.
It's
He
been,
shut
it's
it out
been
of his head.
31
No,
days
yeah.
and 12 hours
It was gonna
ago.
be like $1,800 total, and I've hit everything. Everything's hitting, there's 2 games left, and I need like Draymond Green to have over 8 points, 8.5 points, and then LeBron James to have over 28.5. So I told Skylar about it. I was like, dude, check this out, $1,800 on the line, you know.
We were at the Elks.
I told Coach Jake too.
Yeah.
So
baby.
So first quarter, like Draymond goes off, like he doesn't score that much, but he has 10 already. I'm like, all right, fuck it, just need LeBron, you know. LeBron has 18 points at half. Oh, I'm like, dude, I got this in the bag. They start blowing him out, and LeBron scored. It's going into the fourth quarter, and he's only got 23, and I'm like, I'm starting to get a little nervous. I'm like, dude, no, this ain't looking good. It's a blowout. He's not even going to play the fourth. And he doesn't start the fourth. And they bring him in with like 5 minutes to go. I'm like,
yeah, I went outside to smoke, and I pulled the ESPN app up when I was outside, and he was in there talking, and I ran back in. I put my cigarette out.
I stopped watching.
He's in.
I was like, he's in the fucking game right now, dude.
No, yeah, and he goes, he's got fucking 26 points.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit. So I start paying attention.
Start dancing a jig.
Oh, yeah.
Start dancing a jig.
Or, yeah, he had
26.
Yeah, he had 26, and there's like,
2 or 3 minutes left.
2 minutes maybe left, and I mean they're winning by fucking 15. Like I don't even know why he's in the game, and I'm like, he's not gonna fucking get this. He's not gonna. Was it? Oh no, he needed 28. It was 27.5 was the over.
Yeah,
had the over. He needed 28, and so I pull it up, or he said I kind of stopped fucking watching. He's like, dude, LeBron's. He's got 27. He's on the foul line.
He got fouled.
He got fouled. So there's 40 seconds left. He's on the free throw line. And I pull it up on my phone because it's on like ESPN. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So he made the first free throw. He had 27. Fucking my cousin Alex is standing there. He's like, dude, he fucking sucks at shoot free throws. You know he's going to miss this. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. Shut the fuck up, you know. I'm like fucking.
They did put the bad juju on.
There's 9 of us standing around Andy's phone.
He almost airballs it.
Oh my!
Like whiffs it almost damn near purposely.
Game over. They let the clock run out.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Fucking dropped my phone. Just fucking
motherfucker.
That motherfucker is supposed to be the goddamn best basketball player in the fucking. In the fucking world,
everybody
and he can't shoot fucking free throws. No, he's never been able to shoot fucking free throws.
He nailed the first one. I mean, barely even hit the fucking net. And the second one, he might as well threw it over the backboard.
He was 4 for 8 from the free throw line tonight, 50%. He cannot shoot free throws. He never has been able to, and it fucking drives me nuts. Should be the fucking only thing that you can fucking make. You're an NBA player. Why can't they make fucking free throws?
Yeah, you should have been doing that shit 90% all the time.
Free throw shooting.
Those bad beats just make you want to give it all up.
Yeah.
Back in school, we play basketball. If you didn't make a free throw, you're running fucking suicides.
Right. Exactly.
Why the fuck is these goddamn these motherfuckers are NBA pro fucking players? He's supposed to be the best goddamn player in the country, and the motherfucker can't make a free throw.
He probably made several before that, didn't he? He probably was like 7 for 8.
No,
for the night.
No, he shot 4 for 8. He shot 50 fucking percent. He sucks at free throws.
If he would have hit those,
he always sucks at free throws.
If he would have hit the earlier ones, he wouldn't even had to worry about it.
There was a guy last week who posted he had a video where he had his bet posted, and it was 4 first baskets, and this video attached where he had 3 of 4, and then this video was this guy, his 4th. Yeah. First shot of the game, misses a layup, and he gets his own rebound, shoots it, misses a layup, gets his own rebound, and they knock it out of his hand, and someone else scores.
Get the fuck out, dude.
It was like 25 paid $103K.
Oh, my God.
The guy shot twice, bro. Can you imagine? Layups, bro.
Dude, I would have fucking killed somebody.
Bro.
Dude, I would have probably killed someone or myself.
Oh, my God. I can't imagine.
How much was it?
103K. 25 paid 103K, I think.
That moment, the rest of your life changes.
Yeah.
But there's people that
you're going to have 70,000 digital dollars in 5 minutes if he makes one of the fucking 2 tries.
Digital dollars.
Come on, baby. Send it to the bank.
Right?
Come on, baby.
These people are hitting big money on these, too.
I think they'll get rid of the same game parlay eventually.
Not even like betting. Not even betting. They're making fucking bank.
It's a great market.
If it was that successful, DraftKings would be all over it too. I think it'll be a temporary thing. They'll get all of our business, and then they'll say, "Okay, guys, we got to quit letting them make $100K for $5." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they're making.
You know how much money they make off of some of these 11-leg parlays, though, that somebody puts $100K on to win $14 million.
Dude, people are putting $100 on those that pay millions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not losing much. They're not losing.
Oh, they've hit
because they post them. They'll tweet them and shit.
Right.
They're still
Right.
making money.
It's going to take just one bad one. It's going to take one bad one where they pay out $64 million for like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah,
Just
they've
think
also
about how
they're
many-
probably also worth fucking 70 fucking.
Just,
Oh,
just
100
think
million,
about how
dude.
many millions of people, because it's only like you can only bet in certain states right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
very
And
many.
each
But think
state-
about how many.
9 of them.
I
Each
bet
state
there's
is ran through a
millions of
different
people,
bookie.
Yeah.
So
are
the
doing
odds
it,
will change state to state.
and they're just betting $1.
All
a
4 of
day.
us
That's,
do it,
You know
you
what I
know?
mean? Like $1 million people, $1 million.
Yeah,
a day.
exactly. I know.
They're
I know
betting more
more
than
people.
$1.
You're
It'll
right.
be
So they're
legal in
making-
every state.
they're
You're right.
making
They
bank.
make a
I
shit
wanted to
ton
play a
off of
few
it.
random NBAs today, so I put 25 on. That's probably 25 they just pocketed, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But if I
quick.
just hit one of those $5 bets I made, I'm getting $800, $900 from them. But
Exactly.
that's not a drop in the
Oh.
bucket.
Only
See,
takes
they
one.
passed a law though last Saturday where if you are not already a current like subscribed to any of these gambling sites,
Yeah.
if you are like want to be a new user and had to sign up, you had to go to a bookie, like a legitimate like casino or
That's
something.
how
to
it was
sign
when they
up.
first turned it on. When they first turned it on, I had to go to Casino Queen in St. Louis to sign up, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
So
and then
now-
about 2 weeks later, it was like, now you can do it.
So
digitally.
now if you this was like in Illinois they did it. So like now if you want to if you're out there listening, if you want to think about start gambling, you can't. You got to go somewhere and sign up.
Where
crazy.
would you even go here?
It's like Casino Queen in St.
Illinois,
Louis.
dude, there's-
That's where you have
Where
to go.
would you go in Illinois
They'd have
though?
to probably-
Casino Queen
There's
in
not-
St. Louis.
But it's
not
not.
shit
That's
for-
not
or
Or
Illinois.
Chicago. Yes, it's
Oh.
right on the border.
It's on
It's
the-
for
it's on-
Illinois.
It's on East St. Louis.
Yeah. It's that or Chicago. And that's
There's
it.
not shit for casinos in Illinois.
No.
Well,
Right.
maybe you might be able to go to Metropolis.
I looked into it. I had to go somewhere to
Well,
sign up.
Well, casinos got to have a sports bookie because
Oh, yeah.
like
I
Astar
don't know
didn't
if
have
it-
a sports bookie
yeah, I
for
don't
a
know
long
if
time.
Yeah, the
Metropolis, I
closest
don't know if
place
they
was
got
that.
one or
It
not.
was like
So-
2 hours away. It was
Wow.
Casino Queen.
So what's the problem with that? Why
I
do they
don't
do
know
that?
why they would do that.
I don't know why
There's
they're
probably
doing
a
it.
fucking fee. You probably have to sign up and pay.
probably $25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to register to
Yeah,
gamble?
yeah.
We're going to charge you.
Yeah,
to do
it's
that.
blowing up right now. I mean, me and my dad and brother, non-gamblers, like all do this together and talk
Yeah,
about it a
it's
little
fun,
bit. It's
dude.
just like a thing that's fun now. You know?
And it's not like you're
side
On
of it.
Saturday, I fucking made sure because I was already signed up for FanDuel, DraftKings. I've been doing that forever.
Yeah.
But, I did Barstool Sportsbook. I hadn't signed up yet, and I went ahead and registered and signed up before midnight because I haven't done any
free-
gambling on there yet. But in
got
case
the
I want to
boost.
go there,
Right.
now I'm signed up,
Right.
so I'm good.
Yeah, think about 2 years ago. Like, the fun thing was like Mitch Gunner's Fantasy League. That's how you gambled. Or
Oh, yeah.
FanDuel where you picked players and totaled up your points. To me, that's like ancient news.
Yeah.
now.
It is
Like,
now.
I ain't FanDueling that kind of shit ever again. You know?
No, FanDuel Fantasy is not very much fun
It's
anymore.
dead. Now, I'll probably do the Family League every August because that's like a fun camaraderie thing. But it's nothing to do with the $80 you're going to win at the end of the season. You know?
Exactly.
I want to win $280 per bet per day. You know what I mean?
I say we definitely need to do some. I'd love to come up here and play the horse racing game too. I think that'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
hilarious.
That's fun.
Andy's got a horse racing game.
It's like a board.
It's like a board
It's got
game.
These little horses on it.
No shit.
Fucking
It's
fun.
You roll dice. It's
Yeah.
fucking fun.
You pay like you play with quarters, like play quarter games.
Can you play with 20s?
You can play whatever you want, but I'm telling you right now, you better have about $600 on your 20s if you
I
want to play.
don't, I don't know
Yeah.
if you're playing 20s. I don't know if 600 is going to cover it.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
The
Because
most I've played was dollars, and
you played dollars.
we played dollars one time, and it got because it was like $1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
What's the pot
it
get
got-
to on something like that?
It was over $100 easily.
Wow.
It got quick.
oh, I guarantee it. How many people did you play with? Was that
There's like 8 of us.
yeah?
I thought you were there, and we're playing in the basement.
Oh, we did play dollars.
It was the last game.
It was the
Remember, we're
last game.
Fuck it, let's play dollars.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
right.
lose all your money. Right
I
here.
forgot all about that.
Wow.
I came out even that night. It wasn't too bad.
I feel like I never come out even every time we play, but it's fun.
We're gonna definitely do some gambling up here. I think. I mean, why not? Who cares?
I'd love to.
We got to take our. We can't just talk about aliens all the time. You know? We got to have a little bit of
Oh,
fun
dude,
up
I could
here.
talk about sports for
Oh,
days.
bro.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Sports and aliens and buttholes. That's all we're going to talk about on this show. All right. Well,
Carmine-cast.
let's end this bad boy for today. Thanks for you guys coming in.
Oh,
Dude, I had fun.
anytime, man. I'm always milling around town, creeping.
Anytime.
You're always what?
Milling around town, putting pressure on these streets.
Oh yeah, you got to make sure everything's good.
I'm around.
Well, yeah, thanks for coming in. We're going to definitely do this one again.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get this group of 4 back in and do some more bullshitting soon. So.
Sounds good.
I just wanted to tell everybody, too, out there in the world, I'm going to start making shirts. I've got mine on right now, actually. Got Skies View shirts. I don't know if you'll be able to see the back.
They get you every time.
They'll get you every time.
They'll get you every time.
Hey,
We didn't even
let
get
them
to hear that.
Let them know. Let them know about the team. The team they own.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of sports fest.
So Carmike Cast, technically as a company, as an LLC, we now are partial owners in a online football team.
Wow.
The Zappers.
Fan-controlled football team.
Yeah, the FCF, I think is what it was called.
Yeah.
Fan-controlled football. You can find them on Twitch. They are, the Zappers. So I think our commercial plays, or I don't know how it works, but yeah, we own a football team now. So hell yeah, we're fucking
Be millionaires in 5 years.
You never know. Yeah, so I guess what it is it's real football players, but people that are watching pick the plays.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty neat. So
It's like playing Madden.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's like playing Madden with real people.
It'll
It's pretty
probably
neat.
blow up. It'll probably blow up.
It's getting some pretty good followers on Twitch right now.
If you're ever just watching a game and you're getting pissed because
Yeah.
why'd they fucking call that play?
Yeah, you can
This is
tell
for
you.
verticals.
This
Come
is
on,
for
four
you.
verticals.
I don't know what league it is though. Like, I'm guessing they're just getting AAA football players that didn't get signed
dude,
up.
probably
Fucking-
didn't
Dude,
get
there's
signed up.
thousands of players who can't make the cut.
Sign up.
There's always
Over
people
here.
that want to play.
Yeah.
There's people that want to play.
Arena Football League players, Canadian Football League players.
People that want to get out there and get some CTE
Oh, yeah,
all day.
Yeah.
Supposedly the dude that owns this team is Bob Minery. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
I've heard of him. He's the
the
sportscaster guy, the commentary guy.
Yeah,
You've probably seen him.
Probably. I don't
this is
know.
a picture of him.
This is the first I've heard of this. So
Handsome devil.
Oh yeah. You know who he is. If you saw one of his videos, he does like the fake commentary off sports highlights where he's like cussing and stuff in it and makes you think that it's like a legit commentary.
Oh, that's
Oh
him.
my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that then. Yeah, so he's the owner of the team. So we bought stock in being owner. Or I don't even know how it works. I need to get more details before I start pumping
Yeah,
this out into the ether.
Yeah.
But
we have a percentage.
yeah, we
for
definitely
sure.
have a
For sure.
percentage. But yeah, so
Carmike.
check that out. That's called Fan Controlled Football.
Hammer. What's their names?
The Zappers.
Hammer the Zappers. Hammer the overs.
Hammer the over on
Hammer
the
the
Zappers.
over,
Let's make
baby.
some money.
Let's hammer it.
I'm gonna let that 50 ride.
They're
too,
gonna
once
win
they
the
get it to me.
national or
The national
whatever
FCC.
I say we open a local sports book on like T-ball games and stuff out here.
Yeah, you'd have the Pirates up at Bradshaw
Get a
throwing
couple
games
8-year-olds
and
to
shit,
throw a
man.
game, dude.
Yeah, man.
Get hit with the pitching machine. Take one into the knee.
Who's gonna fund that? Because I don't know if any of us got the money to back the
Skies
sure
View.
don't.
Yeah,
Skies View
you
will
gotta
fund
pay,
it.
baby. You gotta pay.
The house always wins. All
I
right.
feel like we'll be in legal trouble for sure.
Oh yeah. I don't think you can bet on people that are underage,
I don't know.
We can't be betting on T-ball players.
I don't know.
Yeah.
especially if we don't have any kids of our own that are playing. You know what I mean? That's even weirder.
That we know of.
Right.
You just have a bunch of people sitting up there just betting. Hey, I got 20
Those
on
guys watch every
There's like
game.
there's 10,000
Those
people
guys
showing up
watch
for
every
a Carmi League T-ball game. There's 10,000 people out there.
Out there cussing.
You little bastard! Struck out, you son of a bitch! The fuck out of my face!
You can't hit the ball with a tee.
What a bag of shit! I'm 7.
Sir, I don't know you.
Bag of shit.
Oh man, I think it's a great idea.
All right. Well, we'll fund it.
You better get to work, Bob.
All right. I'll get to work funding that.
You better get to work at your job in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got to go to work. Yeah.
Fun stuff.
All right. Well, I'll see
There
you
again.
guys. That was great.
Thanks again.
Time.
And we're going to cut her off here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, you're still there.
Billy, look out! There's a gator!